Find some freaks to mend the burly low. I just completely forgot them lyrics.
Still got the bubble guts though. Oh shit! There's
It's
something
time for the
shifted.
percolator. It's time for the percolator.
Hey, something shifted. Something went. Doom. I'm like, oh, I gotta go now.
Right now. You should have brought your phone in the bathroom and muted when possible.
God, yo, I did bring it to the bathroom. I was like, nah, that mic is trash. I was like, yeah.
you
I'm
be
doing
like,
what
what
you
are
playing with up there?
you be like, one of the
Oh,
things I don't like is what's that? Excuse me? You know, I would have called it out too. Excuse me?
Excuse me.
Sorry. So, welcome to the No Filter Podcast. We got some delicious topics today, and they are as follows. Actually, you read it, bitch. It's at the upper right-hand side of the screen. Actually, I'll read it. That's not fair. Sony owned timed exclusive. So, you know, that's a curious thing, right? What does that mean exactly? Well, word around the block is that Sony is going to put a whole bunch of games on the PC. We're talking about Returnal. We talk about GT7. Ooh, we want to know what you feel about that. Because I know you ain't going to like it, you fanboy bitch. Secondly, our second topic is ray tracing, right? This is also talking about GT7 in particular. You know, was it worth it? Was it worth it? Did you put your thing down, flipped it, and reversed it? It's your anthem, but you know, I'm only an idiot that would do that. No, but but seriously, was it really worth it? You know, people are just running with this ray tracing thing, and let me tell you, I wasn't the one to be capping, talking about, laughing about, Forza Horizon. I don't know which one, 5, I guess. You know, but I could see why people were actually capping on that one because again, you use a 12 teraflop console. Why can't you, what happened? Why can't you do it in real time on a 30 frames per second game? You know what I mean? We're not asking you to do fucking 60. We're just doing 30. And some reason you can only do this ray tracing when the car is perfectly still. You can't go anywhere. So all that capping people be talking about, oh, GT7 ain't gonna do it, but for replays, stuff like that's for the frame rate purposes. Do you really, really care about that ray tracing? But in general, do you really care about ray tracing? Pony said it was a gimmick. Now they can't stop talking about it. Oh, Jemiah, if you want to jump in there, you can jump in there, you fuck. So, the
Join
last,
in, Maya.
Jemiah sitting there creeping.
What
Anyway,
you want today, nigga?
nothing yet. To be honest with
You got
you,
every song
nothing.
in your head today, nigga.
Nothing. I hadn't even started drinking. I am about to drink whiskey so I could feel better because I have a cold. You know what I mean?
Something in this liquor. Oh yeah.
It's
If you want
it's Four
it.
Roses. Ha! Let me stop. That shit smooth though. That shit smooth as eggs.
Yeah,
But
man, everybody getting sick though, dog. Like you caught some shit. I know Jemiah said he was sick.
he was. He
Fucking
fucking blew that shit through the fucking mic. Dirty bitch. I was fucking fine to you. Roll that chat. And fucking caught that shit. E code.
damn, boy.
No,
Everybody catching some shit.
no, but it ain't bad. Like it was weird. It was like I don't. What's this weird feeling? Because I haven't been
PC
sick for
Station
like 2
on
years.
God.
I haven't been sick for 2 years.
What's
I was
up,
like,
Game at Night? Yeah, yo, me too. Dog. The last time I got sick was right when right before they announced the COVID shit. It probably was COVID. So I be thinking, you know what I'm saying?
that's why I was like, people was like, do you want to? And my manager said that shit too. It was funny as hell. He was like, you should get yourself checked. I said, you sound like one of them early '90s commercials for abstinence. Yo, I'm getting a little bit of back feed or something like that. It's like echoing
Feedback.
feedback.
Oh, let me lower my mic. Maybe it's the mic itself.
So Daniel said PlayStation is so upset with bringing their games to PC that when they need to be concerned, they'd be stupid about a cross-gen uh, agenda. PlayStation 5 got one good exclusive. What's that one exclusive? What's going on, David? I said Daniel. I meant to say David. I apologize.
So now,
No, I don't hear anything now. I don't know what that was
okay,
all about here.
it might
Uh,
have been my levels are too high.
King Push. I saw your ass on PlayStation 3. I think it was. At least you popped up there. I finally set up my Samsung TV that
Yeah,
they gave me at work. I was like,
how you doing with PS3? Dog? We both was on PS3 earlier, bro. It's niggas
that's
revisiting
weird,
these old
yo.
ass games.
That's fucking so weird, yo. I'm telling you, I'm the king of coincidence, yo. It's weird. I just be there at just no reason. But we got Fatal from the Roundtable podcast and his own station. He be in there in a little bit. He trying to mellow out. But we are going to get this shit popping. Deathloop is the only good game, bitch. Please. Anyway, we gonna get this shit popping. Um, Magnificent Black. What have you been playing so far? Actually, what were you doing?
I've been playing a lot of shit, bro. But I think the thing I put the most time in since last week probably been Infamous. Just revisiting it. Some
Infamous.
unfinished business with the evil karma side of things. I've been enjoying that, even though it's only been sub 30 FPS, 720p. That shit's hot garbage, though. But like the game, the story, everything is still cool, man. I like my love for the games is like looking past all of those technical difficulties that the game has. It's just fire, bro.
Shout out,
I've been enjoying that game for the most part. Yeah.
sh- shout out to Fatal by the way too. He says, "Nah, bro, I swear, I know what I'm saying." For one, Deathloop was never on my agenda. Just let's just keep it a buck. That shit look whack on site. I was like, that shit look corny as hell,
You trying to
and
convince me that that's the only good game on PlayStation
but that's
5, bro?
okay.
Like how?
You can believe that. It's okay.
Nah, I mean, I don't know how you gonna try to convince
You can
us when we
you
played Returnal
can
this year, the best game of this gen so far. I mean, you're gonna have a hard time convincing us, bro.
you can be in your dream world. It's okay. You can.
That's cool. You know, everybody got their opinion. You know,
We ain't gonna try
not
to
convincing me.
if that's your world, live in it. I don't know. But check out my video since you would have popped shit. Check out my video about Deathloop getting Deathloop being paid by Sony paying that shit off. He says a sleeper. He says trust me.
I've been playing Deathloop. It got some good things about it. I'm impressed with the haptics. Like they did a really good job for third party. Because third party normally don't do shit with the haptics,
That
and
and
they did a pretty good job
that and
so far.
who else didn't do it? Uh uh fuck.
Everybody.
No.
You
Who the
said
fuck?
didn't do it. Yeah,
No, I'm
everybody.
trying to think here. No, because they got Dirt too. Dirt did it too. Who
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck?
Dirt did okay. They
I
ain't do
keep
as good
wanting
as they
to I
said
keep
they
wanting to
did.
say Insomniac. Yeah, Insomniac. Derp. Yeah, so Insomniac failed miserably with that one.
Yeah, they
Kitty,
ain't do. They did okay.
is that Kim?
Kitty 80 1989. That got to be her.
Hmm.
What's up, baby?
She came in there talking about some. Stop. Anyway, so
Yeah,
uh,
we about to do the beat.
I was about to get in that shit. And her panties soaking wet. That's the other version. Y'all don't know about that one. That's
I
okay
don't
though.
know about that
Y'all don't know about that one.
right there. I don't know about that one.
Y'all don't know. Somebody knows. That's from the dark web, deep web. So we're gonna start talking about Sony owned timed exclusives. So there was some sort of data leak that here's the thing, man. Sony on something right now. Sony is on something right now. Marco, good evening. Sony is on something right now, right? That's Kim. What's going on, Kim? Um, they're on some shit. And the shit that they are on right now. Who is that red one? That's you, Fado. Who's the red guy?
Uh, You got Jemiah up in there. Who else is there?
Oh shit, what's going on, Jemiah?
Nigga,
Nigga,
it's a PC. It's a PC god, nigga. What do you think it is?
I think it's in the PC guy. What's up with you, fam? How
nigga,
you feeling, dog?
fucking COVID enriched throat.
I'm out here gatekeeping, nigga. You know how it is.
You say gay keeping?
You gatekeeping.
You say gay?
I'm doing both
keeping?
of those.
Oh dear.
This nigga stupid.
This is an interesting topic. So there was some sort of data leak about Nvidia. Nvidia basically stated, or it was leaked, that Returnal's coming to the PC. Gran Turismo 7 is coming to the PC. God of War is coming to the PC. Ghost is coming to the PC. There's a lot of people, when this comes to pass, is going to be really fucking pissed. They're going to be upset, insane in the membrane. And why am I frozen? Can somebody explain this to me? Explain it. Oh yeah, because I was looking. Hold on. I don't want to. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Let me see here. There we go. I got frozen. There we go. And then I'll just enlarge that here. People are going to be soggy and pissed. All right, there we go. They're going to be upset. They're going to be upset. When this actually happens, they're going to be upset. And
what?
About all these Returnal, God of War, all these games going to the PC.
Who the fuck cares?
Nigga,
Like,
why are you saying who cares? This is the topic. This is the reason. Somebody's going to care, Fatal. Somebody's going to care heavily. Somebody's going to be in their feelings.
Of course, thank you for actually. That's the word I was looking for. Yes, you're gonna have motherfuckers that are gonna be in their goddamn feelings. Fuck them what they are. Who cares if they are?
You better get used to it. You better get used to it. You better get used to it.
Motherfucker, dude, I've been used to the amount of stupidity that I've seen over the course of fucking God knows how many years on the internet. Trust me. This gaming community is fucking literally 70% full of fucking retards.
But Nvidia said that those were just mock-ups. Like they weren't like.
If you believe that bullshit, then I don't know. I got a bridge to sell you. I got a bridge to sell your ass.
Trust me, I know that Sony's gonna push it on PC. I'm just saying, as far as Nvidia's goes, they said that shit was just for like internal testing.
No, I read what they say.
But I call it as a cover-up, though. A cover-up excuse.
They don't want to get in trouble for that shit being leaked, and
yeah, they definitely gotta get in trouble.
There's two questions that come into play, right? These are the questions. These are the concerns. How long is a title that's a PS5 exclusive going to take before it goes to PC is the question, right? The second thing is, why even have a PlayStation 5 if this is going to happen, right? That's the question. Oh, Kitty, come on, man. What happened to you fighting evil by the moonlight? What happened? Black.
That is gonna. Oh, you're gonna go to Black first, I guess.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, because I know you're gonna have a lot to say about that. Black, are you shitting?
Nah, I'm good, bro.
You sure?
Bubble guts are done, bro.
It's time for the percolator. All right, go on. What you guys say?
I mean, bro, like niggas got to get used to it, bro. I bought my PC as soon as they announced that shit, bro. Like, you know, I'm ready for the transition, nigga. I done went through the pain.
That? He ready to chop his dick off. He ready for that transition.
Yeah, you know, nigga, I'm a pony for real, nigga. Like, nigga, I already done joined the classes. The tutorials are up, nigga, for the Centurion Master Race. Jemiah has written me a letter of recommendation. Nigga, I'm on my way to become a Centaur, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, I'm ready, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about everybody else. Y'all niggas need to get your PC ready, bro. It'll make the transition a lot easier for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they get trophies, I'm out of there, nigga. Ain't no point. I mean, unless it's just for convenience, I put the PlayStation in the bedroom and had the PC in the game room. It's all good, dog.
So here's the thing, right? This is my question. You answered the first one, right? I haven't even drank this yet, and I'm acting like a fucking fool. I wonder if that has anything to do with the cold. Anyway.
No, that's just you.
That's probably just me. Huh? Usually I'm pretty mild-mannered. I don't know what's going on. Well, at least on here I am. The other time I'll be like, motherfucker, my computer, shut up! Anyway. I know, I put myself on blast. It's okay. How long do you think it's going to take for a title to go fresh from a PlayStation 5 to the PC?
It's not gonna take much time at all, man.
What's the time frame?
Six months to maybe a year and a half, depending on the game.
I don't think it's gonna be at least to the. It's gonna take them a year, dog. If they being nice about it, they could do it in less time if they wanted to. Because I think even with Uncharted 4, they announced that their game's literally coming like months after. I forgot exactly.
That game you can't really go by that. You can't really go by that because the old.
Yeah, but they have the port team. There's no reason for them not to do it day and date. Only reason I feel like they're not going to do it day and date because of the backlash. But they could do it. They have the team that handles ports, Nixes. That's what they bought them for. So why not drop it day and date? Other than it just won't look good.
But that's definitely a dead giveaway right there, dude. As the reasons why they bought that company to begin with, man. Like, I mean, let's be real here. They're going to be fucking using them as a port company. What else are they porting to? Like,
I would love for them to port those games, the PS3 games to PlayStation. I mean, to PC. That'd be fire.
I think that the games will go to PC according to how well they sell. Like Returnal, if the list is real and Returnal's on that list, that would make sense since Returnal didn't sell that much. So they want to get.
Actually, it sold
500,000. It made its profit back and then some, dude.
No, but that's Sony. But Sony canceled Days Gone 2 because it sold 8 million. So I don't know what Sony.
No. First and foremost, it was 7. Secondly, it had bad press. Is why they did what they did.
It had bad what?
It had bad press.
Bad press.
Yeah, but it also didn't sell fucking a lot.
No, it sold where they thought it was. But the thing is, if it sucked review wise, then the sequel is gonna be hard to like. They canceled a lot of different games internally. It's just that the little fuck nigga exposed it. Not all games are gonna be put out there, laid out. They have to kind of project if they're gonna put a big ass budget for the next game. And if it got bad reviews, then they can't afford it selling less than the predecessor. That's what it is. But continue.
Returnal didn't sell more than my bad, not Returnal. Days Gone. It didn't get past the approval phase. They just pitched it.
They pitched it. That was it. That was it. They didn't say stop the presses. They just pitched it. But the pitch was only due to the fact. Like, again, there was a lot of things that they needed to do, and that happens. I think I can't remember, but there was
the sales also still account for that.
Mm-hmm.
They've greenlit a lot of different games that didn't sell well, like Gravity Rush 2.
Like what? Oh well, those are different types of games, though.
No, you can't say those are different type of games. You saying money is money, and that's what it is.
Gravity Rush is never considered a AAA anything.
Okay, so the AAA game,
it doesn't matter if it's AAA or not.
It's still money. If you're gonna go based off of money, that's what it is.
And we can go based off what Sean Layden said. He said that
Sean Layden is unemployed. So
it doesn't matter though. When he first made the statement that he said that some games have to be made no matter what the sales are.
But
so I see Gravity Rush as one of those games.
They have to do that because they have to see if like what can be popular and what like certain things are going to be popular, certain things are not going to be.
Yeah, it's a very unique game. So I think Sony.
I'm gonna lay out because there's other reasons. There's other game titles out there. Actually, let me just take.
Like look at Returnal, Jemiah. Right, Returnal is one of those games that like a lot of people before Returnal came out, a lot of people didn't really fuck with roguelike games, but Returnal kind of brought in more people that would never touch that genre into playing that shit.
I think it brought a lot more console players that won't play it.
Yeah.
Jack 2 and Jack 3 did not do as well as Jack and Dexter. And they kept giving them that. The same thing with Wipeout. Wipeout is definitely a AAA racing game.
All Sony is doing here is doing exactly what Nintendo does with their franchises that don't sell well. That's all they're doing. They're just burying these games. That's all they're doing.
Like, it has to make financial sense is the thing. And it's the same thing with Killzone.
Microsoft technically did it. They did it with a couple franchises, and they bring them back.
Killzone 3 did not sell as much as Killzone 2, but they still made it, and they made Shadowfall. So it's like, I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah,
it's
because
not just about money.
Well, you can also see that Sony didn't have any FPSs, so that's why they were trying to.
They had a lot of FPSs back then, man. They had all sorts of shit.
What FPSs does Sony have?
Huh?
They have nothing right now.
What other FPSs does Sony have?
Naughty Dog's newest game that Naughty Dog is apparently rumored to be working on is supposed to be an FPS sci-fi game, which I'm okay with because I want to see what they can do in the actual fucking FPS genre. Because Killzone wasn't it.
Sony's hate
Like, whether
FPS.
you like Killzone or whatever the case may be, fine. But like, no, Killzone's definitely not it.
No, what I'm saying, okay, so what other first person shooters that they had? Well, they had Resistance, they had Mag.
Yeah,
I
look how low
mean,
resistance did. Mag? Oh god.
it doesn't matter, but that's the argument is mute.
You named 3 games.
No, I know. I know
Okay,
my
that's
argument is
3
mute. I know
first
my
person
argument is
shooters
mute.
from one
You
company.
have to try out new
That
shit.
was going to. That's hold on,
stick.
Fatal. Hold on, Fatal. There's 3 companies that cannibalize. That's 3 games under one company that's going to cannibalize itself. That wasn't even business sense in general.
Mag and Killzone, not even the same type of. Even though the first person
you
not in
just
the
keep,
same
you just keep
type of
moving
game.
the goalposts. They
No,
are
because
first-person shooters.
no, time out real quick. Let's play this out. I hate when people use games in the same genre. They say that they're the same. Just because they're in the same genre doesn't make them the same type of game. That's like saying every third-person over-the-shoulder game is the same. You can't use that as an argument, bro.
And I hate when
It's going
people
to
say
be
that.
similar.
And I hate when people say
They're
that
going to
money
be
is
similar
money
because
and
they're in the
this is
same
called a
genre, but
day.
that doesn't make them the same game,
But
bro.
your argument was money is money. They didn't do it because of the
No,
money. And I'm
my
telling you that
argument
they've made multiple games where it did worse. This is not about a money thing. This is about an image. That's what
No,
we're
I'm not
talking
saying
about.
that Sony only defines it by money, but they give criteria out, right? It has to be the first,
But
the
you
best,
can't just
or it
blanket
has
it and
to be
just say,
done.
of course it's about money. It's always going to be about money. But those
Yeah.
particular decisions, you're going to be right with that whack ass argument that you just put out there. Of course,
That's
it's
what
going to look
Sean
like
Layden
that.
said. I didn't say that.
Sean Layden said certain games have to be made, and then I already gave you a rebuttal for it. Okay, you didn't want to give Gravity Rush a fucking chance. I moved on to other games. You say, "Oh, it's the type of thing."
I said yes.
No,
Gravity Rush is one of those games that
you
needs to
said
be
it's not a
made.
triple. He says it's not a AAA game. So then I went on and was like, "Yeah, well, here's some AAA games. Well, they're not the same genre." What?
Resistance is
You know what?
resistance.
Actually, here,
Resistance.
hold on, Jemiah and fucking Josh, man. The perfect prime example of what you're talking about right now, as far as games trying to see if it actually would work. Look at what happened with the Tomorrow Children that came out fucking on the PS4. That game came and went and bombed so bad, dude. That they shut that shit down like 3 months after launch because nobody was fucking with it, man. Because the game was confusing as shit. But that right there pretty much basically like describes exactly what Sean Layden was saying. You got to take different risks in order to see what sticks and what doesn't stick.
Sometimes it don't stick immediately. Sometimes you try to get like you want to make sure.
Yeah, they gradually build their fan base over time. Yeah,
the same thing happened with Days Gone. It got terrible reviews for relatively. And it sold well, but the optics look bad. But then all of a sudden, because everybody wanted to white knight the game because of fucking Jason Schreier, and all of a sudden, then they were like, well, why is Sony not making it? Because bitch, you didn't fucking buy it. That's why.
I'm gonna tell you what that one Gavin said. He said buy that shit day one. It could have sold 8 million, but it could have sold it later on when the sales value wasn't that high. You know what I mean? He said, like he said, buy that shit day one, and you would have got a sequel. Niggas didn't buy day one. They waited a year. They waited 2 years, whatever, to cry about it. And then when they finally got it, oh, this is a great game.
They
no
always
shit,
do
bro.
That. They always fucking do that. But you know what though? You want to know what though? I've been inclined to believe like certain games look like they're good. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, Deathloop didn't look good at all to me. Like I wasn't interested in it, and I don't give a fuck what them reviews had. I just wasn't interested in it. That's point blank. That's how I felt about it. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that.
And then now it's starting to come out that people were like, it's an okay game. I do think that demos are a must nowadays, so people can he's half right. Come out with a fucking demo so we can try it out, and then if it's a good fucking game, then I'll fucking buy it. Then I'll buy the bitch. Now,
like Deathloop is highly critically rated, right? But I guarantee it won't chart. Like this, the problem is even though Sony said that it wasn't like critically praised, to me that's a fucking bad excuse for not making a sequel to a game. You know what I mean? Like the critics don't determine how good the game is. It has to be a balance,
though. It has to definitely be a balance. Like you can't. It's not just about money.
Cyberpunk won over 200 awards. Is that some kind of fucking amazing game? Like
no, I know, but you got to have something to back up, like your critical acclaim. Now I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask.
Base it just on scores. That's bullshit.
Give me. Well, some people do. Black.
Well, 90% of the community does, Tobias. You're not wrong there.
Well,
no, I know because when Deathloop had high scores,
when
people initially were like, "I'm going to buy this game now." I didn't know it was going to be so good.
Yo, Jemiah, wasn't that funny as shit? Yo, I was like, word. Then you say was shit. Then you say I can't stand this
were
game.
like,
I was
"Oh my
like,
god, it looks so good now." I was like, "Word."
Fucking stupid.
I thought Metacritic was supposed to be irrelevant.
It was. It's only irrelevant when they want it to be, but it's just like fucking ridiculous.
Game that you specifically wanted. That's when you tout your Metacritic fucking heroism bullshit.
But you know what? They was pissed off because when Sony did the PlayStation Showcase and they showed Deathloop, they was like, "What the fuck, man?" It gets good, girl. Well, you know what? I may have to try that. You know what? I can't help it. Fucking idiots. Magnificent Black, you've been quiet. Probably shitting again. What? What? Okay, so does it? You're. I know you're being facetious when you say what you say, right? Buying a computer and stuff like that. But you don't. Do you see any value for having a computer?
As of now, I don't use my computer as much as I got it for other reasons as well. But outside of the gaming sphere, there's use for it. Porn, you can stream with it. You know what I'm saying? Use it as another means to stream. Shit, then you got a business. You can do all types of shit with your PC, bro. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just the gaming aspect. You can game on it. It's capable of doing that, but
But do you see a purpose of PS5?
Of course, the convenience is the major factor. You just cut it on, and the updates are normally, if you got it in standby mode, it's already taken care of. It's just really easy. The barrier of entry is really low in terms of the cost and shit. A PC is low too, depending on what type of PC you're trying to build. But it's a little bit more involving, but it's not hard.
My laptop, just to get my laptop, which is mediocre, I mean, it's okay, but that shit was like 900, and it can't.
900.
It can't.
What video card?
Like, if I may be so blunt, what is that giving to you, like in return out of that 900 compared to what you can get on the PS5?
Well, I'm not using I'm not using it for a game computer at all.
Oh well, then you're a smart guy then.
I was never going to use it. I needed something powerful enough to run
I'm just waiting to get in here and get my fucking 2 cents in this fucking shit. I'm about to destroy all you ponies and bots.
Hey man,
and fucking
yo, you can hear the spit in his fucking mouth, yo.
And nigga salivating, nigga.
I'm salivating for this shit. Bruh. This nigga.
Yeah,
Go on, let him go on.
Yeah, because I'm gonna bring this back to what J-Dub said, right? J-Dub was posting some shit like gas station simulator. These PC guys buy these 3090s to play these games. It's like, why are you mad that so-called PC guys are playing so-called PC games? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I saw that shit on Twitter. I was like, what the fuck? Sit down.
Nobody tells anybody who bought a Ferrari, you bought a Ferrari just to drive the speed limit like everybody else. Like, nobody, you know what I mean? Like, if you get a Ferrari in most cities, you can't just drive around doing $120 everywhere. You know what I mean? That's retarded. Like,
you know what you should tell them? You should be like, "Why are you so obsessed with me?
Why do I wanna know?" Fucking 25-bedroom houses and shit, and they live there by themselves. You know what I mean?
People are gonna put their money where they fucking want to put their money. Who cares? Leave people alone. That's what they want.
John, let me put some context to it, dog. They got these niggas out here like Alex out here. And then nigga act like he a PC nigga, but he always in some console war shit. He always doing some shit debate.
You talking about the fucking... No. He has a different agenda. His agenda is very simple. He was
looking for clickbait and shit. But I'm saying he's always doing it. Like, that's where all that shit come from. Like, there's niggas who act like they PC niggas and they talk shit about consoles all the time. That's where the conversation starts.
Alex prefers PC, but he loves fucking with console dudes. Like, he loves
he likes
just
making
it.
He likes views because anytime he try to make a regular video, them shits don't even fucking chart. Now, I can admit this channel is tiny as shit. Who gives a fuck? Pause. But in his case, every time he mentions some crazy ass vitriol-filled title, then that's the only time he'll get those fucking views. And he made a video about that too. About
he loves wrestling, so he loves to play the heel. He loves to play the PC guy who comes in, disrupts, and talk shit. I mean, people love that type of shit. You know what I mean? Then all the guys are gonna be like, "Yeah, fuck PC," and they get clicks and views. It's just the way the gaming realm is. It's just the way any kind of fandom is. You know what I mean? You're gonna need somebody to talk shit about. Like, and who's the best development besides a PC guy who everybody hates apparently, right?
Actually, let me go back to Marco. Marco says games going to PC is good for Sony Studios overall. Extra cash is and reinvesting to expand the teams. PlayStation stands alone, not sucking money from Sony's mothership, unlike Xbox, who bleeds Microsoft on a regular. Now, I will say this. Black, do you believe that Sony is going to abandon the PlayStation in favor of a PC world?
Hell no, they'd be stupid too. It don't make any sense. I mean, if it's gonna happen, it won't happen for another 2-3 generations from now. I don't see that shit happening anytime soon. They're doing too well in the console market.
But you notice how every game is going to PC though? It's always like Knights of the Old Republic, Sony exclusive. Oh yeah, it's also going to PC though.
Also on PC.
You know
Oh
God.
But
Uncharted remaster. It's also going to PC though. You know, don't say anything.
That's facts.
Every game that Sony is behind or with is going to PC, bro. Like let's be honest. Like Sony is out here to become Microsoft. They're not out here to stay small.
Or not trying to become Microsoft. That's not what they're doing.
Well, I'm saying as far as like market share and money, they are trying to become Microsoft. Microsoft is like $1 trillion fucking company, bro. You think Sony doesn't want to make $1 trillion?
You mean like the size of it? Okay.
Spit them facts, Jemiah.
You think Sony don't want to grow year over year and make more and more money year over year? Like Sony wants to become a conglomerate.
They've been in there for 5 generations, and what they've noticed is that there's a cap for how large the console industry can grow, and they've reached it. It can only go but so big, and you're going to have to expand some other places.
Exactly. So by them expanding onto the PC side of the world is actually going to be beneficial for Sony and the PlayStation brand more in particular.
But the problem
for
here,
future games.
But the problem here is that people feel like their whole console is invalidated, and you're going to have a lot of these. No, I know, and I'm going to ask you in a second. There's a lot of people that are on Twitter with a huge following that are going to have to come to grips with this. It's coming. So all this stuff about exclusive games, exclusive this, exclusive that, nigga, you better get ready. And this is coming from a person that I like PlayStation. I like it a lot. But I'm gonna tell you right now.
You gotta keep it real though, Josh. Like the future where that shit's like all the way transition or using the word that you use, abandoning. They're not gonna abandon the console, not for a long time. It's still their bread and butter until PC sales overtake PlayStation. That shit won't even be a consideration.
Bro, it's like saying that, oh, I have a bike, but yesterday I bought a car, so now I'm gonna throw my bike in the trash can. I don't need it anymore. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's different modes of transportation. You can walk, take a bike, skate. You can fucking rollerblade. Like,
yeah, people are gonna have their own preference to what they want to play their shit on. Like, it's always been that way.
There's a good friend of mine. His name is Devil Shooter, right? A good internet friend. He keeps talking about how he's gonna buy a PlayStation or buy a PC, and I'm like, bro, you ain't about this. Just you said it too. You ain't about that life. You not about that life. There's a lot of things you gotta take into consideration with a PC in general, and they have their pros and cons. That's just what it is.
Yeah, Devil Shooter is a prime example of people. I hate the fact that they want to get PCs. They want to get PCs so they can play these AAA type of games better. They don't want to get PC to play StarCraft, Warcraft, Dota, League of Legends, fucking Goat Sim. They want to get PC to play console games. Then they complain that there's no games on PC. Those are just games you don't like. So for you to enter this platform, you got to understand that, bro. You know what I mean? You're gonna get tons of fucking goat sims and fucking boat sims and fucking joke sims and all kind of fucking sims.
And early access games.
You're gonna get tons of fucking Baldur's Gates and Diablo type of games, asymmetric games. Like, you're gonna get tons of games like that, like Ascent and shit like that. Like, you're gonna get those type of games. If you don't like those type of games, I tell you, don't get a PC. Stick with your fucking console. Like, don't come over here with that bullshit. And then start crying about you want all these ports. And then, but all these people are begging for ports. Xbox dudes who came to PC because they're sick of Xbox. fucking Sony dudes who came to PC because they're I don't know what the hell they came to PC for, but then they all cried they want these AAA games from consoles, and then you dudes look around and say, look at PC guys, all they do want is fucking these games from consoles, and then when the sales numbers come out, top games come out, there's always some random game like Valheim or some shit, and people just can't wrap their heads around it that PC guys actually like games that are already on fucking PC.
Here's the thing. Point blank period. Every single platform has their game. Their genre that it thrives in.
But is that enough for them of an incentive to be like, oh, well, fuck it, I'm not playing on PS5 anymore?
No, but people like this is the problem. Hold on, wait. This is the problem with our generation. The need to be fucking right all the time. Sometimes just take the fucking L. You popped all that shit, talk about the PlayStation was the best place to play, blah, 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 blah. And now the game's coming out for the PC. Take the fucking L. And then on top of it, when it comes to people like Devil Shooter, the problem there is that, hey, you don't got the money to be throwing that shit around like that. Because ultimately, it cost me fucking $200 for a terabyte of a fucking SSD, let alone the GPU and the CPU and the motherboard and the monitor and everything else.
Jesus,
like be 100. You're getting all that shit. You're getting $100. I'm sorry, you getting $500 for a comprehensive closed box. That's what the entry barrier is low, just like what Black said. That's what it is. And in terms of like the controller, it's obviously going to cater to the controller and stuff like that. Yeah, you can be mad at me all you fucking want. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's coming. And don't get mad at Sony nor anybody the fuck else. They don't owe you.
I can't wait. I can't wait to have my fucking Chloe Thong fucking mod with fucking playing Lost Legacy, bro.
You're gonna ban your PC.
I can't wait to get Chloe in the thong, my boy. Like, let's go.
They're gonna ban your shit. Oh wait, let me
Sony fans are steaming hot because of that fucking reason, bro. Like, dude, just fucking. You said it perfectly there, fucking Josh. Too bad. Just get over it. Like, there's nothing you can do.
Right. If you want a PC,
gaming is fucking going, whether you like it or not.
And Nadine and
thongs, boy. So I don't give a shit no more, dude. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Me personally, I had all the fucking excuse and all the money to go to PC. I do not want to go on PC. I don't want it. Yeah. And I have my own reasons. I like when my computer crashed, I was over it. I was been over it, but it let me know. I'm like, imagine if I fucking really took this shit seriously. Over it.
You would have been sad, bro.
I'm like, I'm not doing this shit over and over again over some stupid shit. I can't even leave my fucking console online. I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't. And it's worth it to me. I could take lower textures or a frame rate drop here and there. I'm good. And I'm not wrong for it. That's my that's my barrier.
Bro, earlier I was watching some Fallout 4 Ultra modded. That shit looked like a goddamn picture. I was like, the frames were kind of shitty, but I was just like, imagine if Bethesda actually fucking made games to this fidelity. That shit was like Ultra 8K. That Fallout 4 looked so good. And I played Fallout 4 for like, I think almost 200 hours. Like, I love Fallout 4. And it also won Game of the Year. So I don't know why people always try to look back and say the game was trash.
Fallout 4 wasn't that bad. Fallout 4 was a good game to me.
It was they put their thing down, bro. Marco says something else. He says, I will add, but couldn't fit into my first message. That I never think nor want Sony to go day and day for the PC on exclusive. Sony's exclusive methodology is key for the future sales and what PS has always stood for. The bottom line is this: what I believe is happening is that Sony, this is going to be the absolute height, right? This is going to be the absolute height. 1 year from when it gets released on the PlayStation 5, it is going to take 1 year for it to go out on the PC. That's
I
going to
was
be
just
the.
gonna say that. You
That's
know what's funny is I actually don't like Day and Date either. Like, look at fucking Deathloop. Like, for some reason, some gaming developers they just cannot program for multiple platforms at once. Like, the Deathloop is all fucked up on PC apparently. Like, it's stuttering and all this other shit.
yeah,
And I'm
it's
pretty
like
sure.
because they need time. They need time enough. So they got the right idea anyway. So if it's gonna come out for and PC people are a lot more patient than consoles. You know
Oh
what I'm
yes, they
saying?
are.
So
Oh yes, they
Did
are.
they
that's
handle the
what.
port, or did they
It's the only reason why, Josh. I've been telling you, Josh, for a while now, dude. Why I don't mind waiting for games to go from PC to consoles. So I'm good. I'm good.
Like I said,
Sorry, Jemiah.
were you
I don't
gonna
mind
say?
waiting, buddy.
Were you gonna say Black?
I waited for Grand Theft Auto 5 to come to PC a whole year. Like, I didn't
Man,
like.
there's nothing wrong with waiting, man. It's like that's I'm with you on that. There's nothing wrong with waiting.
And were you gonna
You're
say
not
like?
patient enough.
I was
I
yeah.
was
that-
asking the question. I was asking if Arcane handled the PC port.
I don't know who did, but every time they try to make a game when it's not the main studio on PC, this shit sucks. Like Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar always does it right. Rockstar always says we're gonna release the PC version a year later or when it's ready. You know what I mean? Like Red Dead, Grand Theft Auto 5. They actually take the time to port the game or make the game properly on PC. They don't just use some fucking random studio like fucking what was that game from fucking PlayStation? Horizon. You know what I mean? They didn't just
How
use
did
some
you
random
not?
ass
No, wait,
studio to port it over there.
it. How do you not? Why did you forget about that game?
What game? Horizon?
Yeah.
Because they ported so many games to PC, nigga. Death Stranding. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah,
I thought that was your. I thought that was your daughter.
I gotta keep track of. But I never played.
They ain't your daughter, yo. No, they ain't that daughter.
Even though I bought Horizon,
I'm gonna let her do Amazon position on me, yo. That ain't your
even
daughter.
though I bought Horizon on PC, I never played it on PC. I never installed it or anything. I just bought it just because, just so Sony knows.
Come on,
I'm real talk. I just bought it just so Sony knows that we PC niggas buy games over here.
Unlike,
we out here, Sony. We out
you go
here.
hardcore, bro.
Unlike Xbox. Unlike Xbox.
Yo, because one day, Fado, you know what's gonna happen? They're gonna actually start making games for PC, and they're gonna actually utilize all the power.
That's fine.
And then that's when console dudes will know they lost.
Yeah.
That's when they'll know they lost, Fado.
There will always be a console. A person for a console.
There's always going to be a console.
There's always going to be a console market.
Believe me,
it has always been.
I think in the future there will be one type of platform, and it won't be like it'll be something totally different than what we're thinking. Like so it would be some hologram shit.
Yeah, but that won't be until way in the future. Most of us will be dead by the time that happens. So
we'll be way dead.
I think that honestly, what I believe is I think that honestly, because I think this in the future is going to be artificial like fucking platforms, like they just doing it just to do it. You know what I mean? Kind of like with Apple and Android. They got their exclusive little content and stuff like that. And why do they have exclusive content? Well, so you can stay on their fucking platform, which is going to be what I'm going to say next. And dead this shit. Understand that the console community isn't going anywhere because there's a purpose for them. There's the ease of use, and is the price of entry. Number two, you don't have to worry about Sony floating away to any other thing because again, they're in that walled garden. You can buy all that shit and trophies and shit like that in the PlayStation, that ecosystem. They make a lot of money off you buying their games at full price, just like you would physically, and you had to buy it, they had to make the material. So like a game that's $60, $70, it could be justifiable, debatable, right? Only due to the fact that they make the plastic and art and stuff like that. But this shit is digital. They're getting profit. Crazy fucking profit. They don't gotta spend this shit anyway. So they're not gonna get rid of the PlayStation Store. They're not gonna get rid of it. Because they make a lot of money off of it. They're not making a lot of money off people putting multiplayer games on there. They're getting a lot of money off of DLC. You know what I mean? And actual people buying games off of the fucking store. So that right there, you can't do that on PC. The convenience of buying a cheap console and playing their games on there is the reason why it won't go anywhere. Just understand that.
I will say this though, like I have a counter fucking argument is the next generations of gamers, they're not like us. Like Our generation was the generation that started with gaming since Atari till now. We've been through almost every single fucking generation of consoles. Yeah.
Sure.
So I see like just like with like things like golf and like watching sports and TV, those shits are all dying because Gen Z does not do that. You know what I mean? And even with games, like we would never see a console sell as much as the PS2. Like it's just not out there. More people are playing on cell phones, shit like that. Like these kids, they like the subscription based shit. They like the Fortnite models. You know what I mean? They're not into all this fucking buying $200 fucking Regala editions with fucking fucking statues and shit and bragging online. They're all about fucking this whole play together, do whatever we want. The shit's free to play. You know what I mean? I just spend a bunch of my dad's money to get the game to be good. Like they're not into all this. That's this is why trophies went away. The hardcore trophies went away because even Sony recognizes that the next gamers are super casual. They don't care about beating God of War on the highest difficulty. You know what I mean? And also they don't want to be ashamed about it either. That's why Sony took it out.
Speak the facts, sir.
Like,
but here's the thing.
Sony's looking past us, bro. Most of us are in our 30s and like late 40s, bro. Sony's looking past us, bro. They want that Fortnite money.
But the clever thing is, though, Sony's doing it in a specific way, man, to not have their fan base fucking all just up and leave to fucking day one kind of shit. Microsoft doesn't give a shit. Microsoft don't care.
Hold on, but here's the thing. What's old becomes new again. So eventually the hardcore will come and they will resurge again. You know, that will be a thing in terms of
gaming is too big. Gaming is too big.
No, it always comes back. That's because we're repetitive fucking creatures. The thing is, it may not be as quality as it is, but what Sony is trying
nowadays, dude, it's very questionable.
Again, if some sort of societal cataclysm happens, it'll be back to where it is. The way that I look at it,
we are kind of going in that direction, aren't we? Though.
Yeah, it will. So the thing is, once things crumble up, it has to happen. It's just the way. It's a cycle of life. But the thing, that's another topic. The thing about it is that the same reason why people still buy Jordans is the same reason why people would probably buy consoles. It's all about brand and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
The reason why people wear Jordans is they like to go outside and be fucking, like not be ashamed to have on fucking, I guess you would call like Payless shoes or whatever.
Do you have Jordans?
Me? No. The only pair of Jordans I had, my aunt gave me like a pair of her used Jordans. So I was like in fucking middle school. Like I never bought any. I don't believe it. I don't buy shit like that. I don't even like clothes like that. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather spend my money
like Louis Vuitton or Gucci or Polo.
No, I'm not buying no fucking $800 belts and shit. I've never been into that shit. That shit just never made sense to me.
Before we move on to our next topic, let me say this, right? Just like all of the women that was like, oh, it's the feminist movement. You know what I mean? I don't hold the door open for me. That's offensive. Don't do this. That's offensive. Don't do this. Now there are women that are growing, that climbing out the holes. I'm like, yo, I want to be treated that way. I want you to hold the door open.
Josh,
Jesus,
but the thing is,
though, is
my statement? No, you can't. No, you can't because
I'm muting just because no, you're done. You're done. Nope.
No. This thing, Josh, he's gonna take a couple women who didn't want the door open for them to speak for all feminist movements. There's different parts of the movement, bro.
No, I know, but what I'm noticing is that they are kind of coming back. People are like, I don't like this anymore. It's
those
cycle.
Women always existed though, Josh. It's just that the ones that don't want the door open are louder. You know what I mean? Just like fucking these ponies on Twitter, they're loud as shit.
It'll fluctuate. It'll up and down. That's what happens. That's all I'm making. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's it.
Yo, I know if my friends have kids, all they do is play Roblox, nigga. They don't give a fuck about fucking God of War 9 or whatever the fuck we're talking about. I'm telling you right now, this next generation of gamers, they're not like us, bro.
And you're right. You're absolutely right. But that is up for the manufacturers to show.
That is pure fucking facts.
That is up to the manufacturers or the creators to make you care about that shit. Like, for instance, I was looking at this yesterday, right? We're talking about the Matrix. No one knew what the fuck the Matrix movie was, but everybody was fucking hyped. Nobody knew what it was.
Because of the bullet time shit. That shit was awesome.
No, they didn't show. No. Stop. what they showed was not bullet time. They didn't show you shit before the preview, before the whatever the fucking midnight release or whatever it is. They didn't show you a damn thing. It's up for the manufacturer to make you excited about that shit, and I think that Sony is becoming more savvy with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, can you make me excited about baseball?
Could be.
No matter what you do, you can get. Let you have naked women on the field.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say.
But that wouldn't be baseball then. That'd be naked chicks running around the goddamn fucking field.
There's Japanese baseball where you got some limber ass lady. This lady put her fucking leg, the ball of her foot was north, and the other ball of her other foot was fucking south.
Yeah.
It was a line, and she was throwing that shit. Trust me.
I'm pretty sure post Ultra they showed bullet time before the chick came out, but maybe I'm remembering it wrong. But
I remember what they were saying. They were saying, "What is the Matrix?" That was all you fucking knew. What is the Matrix?
I just swear I saw trailers of like
then
the bullet time shit.
That right there questions you as to what the fuck it is. That's the easiest trick in the book.
That's after the movie was released. Then they started showing all that shit. But prior to it, before the movie came out, they didn't want you to know anything about the fucking movie.
Yeah, it was a marketing campaign, just like what Cloverfield fucking did.
Yeah,
it was a marketing campaign.
Obviously, people were going to tell you after the movie was released, like, "Yo, you see that nigga? He busted wide open to dodge them bullets." You know, but Paul,
I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen it day one though.
No, I didn't see day one. I
can get you the light. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I seen that shit. Yep. Yo, screenshot that shit.
But what I'm saying is, Josh, is certain things, no matter what you do, they're not gonna appeal to certain people. Like, so
it is. It's true. I mean,
Sony's being proactive, bro.
And I'm here for it. I'm actually here for it.
Back off of that too as well. Just real quick, Josh, before we move on to the next topic, because I know the next topic is going to be a very touchy subject for fucking Jemiah. But anyways, fucking just to piggyback off of what he was saying, fucking. It's about ray tracing. Oh god, see, never mind. Go on. I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Jemiah. You fuck.
No, I was saying that Sony's gonna cater towards a new audience. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. My bad. Preferences, like pretty much based on what Jemiah is literally saying, man. Like you're gonna have people that will never game on PC because they'll never touch a PC and don't give a fuck about PC. There's gonna be PC gamers that never give a fuck about consoles. That's just how reality works. People are always gonna have their preferences. Like, there's nothing you can say or do against that. People are just going to go a certain way, the way they feel to go a certain way. What I think is fucking hilarious, though, is that if you don't mind playing third-party games on your console of choice, then you could easily fucking play on a better PC at a better frame rate, better resolution, all that junky jazz bullshit. Fucking, what's stopping you from doing that with third-party games? But you only want to go to PC when it comes to first-party?
Well,
they don't have any reason to buy the console.
Well,
you still do.
Here's the thing. That's you play Call of Duty, you play Battlefield, and you know it's on the PC and it's on Xbox. For some reason, you play it on a PlayStation. So, like, what's the fuck the difference? Well,
that's what I'm saying.
I only get it for at the end of the day. Understand that you better get yourself prepared. When you see Spider-Man swinging on the PC, don't say shit.
I never do. From my perspective, Josh, you get up and worry about that. But I know a lot of people in this community that will definitely going to be fucking.
They're gonna be butthurt. They're gonna be butthurt, and just understand that it's gonna happen. There's gonna be fucking riots and shit like that out there too. For what reason? I don't fucking know. Because you want to win a Twitter fight. I don't fucking know.
I've been warning motherfuckers for a long time that this shit was gonna happen to you, man. For a long time, and everybody called me a fucking idiot. I was stupid. Well, they're not doing that.
The only thing I will say is that at least Sony is putting money into the industry instead of making shitty ass games. At least they're doing something. That's the thing that you can look at. But stop.
The craziest thing is bullshit. When it comes to certain games, I prefer to play certain games on consoles than I prefer to play on PC, depending on what type of game it is. You know what I mean?
That is the most logic. That is the most.
I don't just say like this game. I gotta play it at fucking.
I'm opposite to that.
8K and fucking 120 frames. Like I like sometimes the input really matters. You know what I mean? Some games are really made for controllers.
Some games are made. Some games are made for phones. Some games are made for PC. It's just what it is.
Okay, so my laptop can run Hades, Jemiah, right? It can run Disco Elysium perfectly fine. I literally am halfway through Disco Elysium, but I stopped playing it. I only played maybe like a half a round of Hades. Never actually beat it on PC, right? Console version comes out, and I fucking play that shit for like fucking 45 hours. To compare the fucking, I can have a laptop that can perfectly run it. It runs flawlessly, no problem at all. I just prefer to play it fucking on my Xbox.
It
I
happens
don't know
that way.
why. That's just, I'm
that's
completely
fine.
opposite of that.
Now we gotta change this. We gotta go on to the next subject. I want to say this. Lionel says this. What's going on, Lionel, by the way? Sony is going to get them with Spider-Man. There's going to be a brand Spider-Man like their own, and those gamers will be into other things like God of War and The Last of Us because of the PlayStation brand. If PlayStation can get just 10% of the people playing Fortnite to play their exclusives, then they're winning. Which is it's a little off topic, but yeah. And that's one of the things that they're gonna do. That they want to pull people away, even if it's 5 or 10%. That matters in the business world. But we're gonna move on to the next subject because we've been on this for a while, and I'm sure fucking Black is falling asleep here.
I'm good. I ain't got nothing to say, man.
My
I
bad,
always try to kill good conversations, bro. But yeah, let's go, Sean.
Nigga, we've been on this shit for a damn
You
hour,
can't
yo.
even
I
have a
am
good
not doing these
conversation.
long. I am not doing this shit, yo. We've been on this shit for
Enjoying
hours.
this shit. I'm gonna see.
That ain't you trying to say I'm killing it. That shit's too damn long for everybody
yeah,
to come.
my bad. That's kind of my fault.
Hold on, Fado. We're fucking. We've already come to an agreement that you gotta understand that it's happening. You know what I'm saying? What else can you say about it? It's going to happen? What else can you say? Really
Nothing at all.
There's really nothing more to say about it.
I can say ba da ba ba ba. I'm loving it.
and then still play it on the PS4 or 5. Either way, we're gonna go
Yeah,
on
Just enjoy where you want to play it. Simple, man. Fuck, get over it.
We're gonna go on to ray tracing on these new consoles.
Fuck.
Ray Station.
Oh, you stupid! Who said that?
Yo, Black, was that you that said that?
That's me, man.
Stupid
Ray
ass.
Station.
Now I feel like Jemiah, this is in his fucking magical realm in ray tracing, but I can't stop hearing that shit.
Jemiah finna go in on this topic. I already know, bro.
Why people keep saying about to go in?
You actually commented on this shit. What that was today or was that yesterday? I think you might have commented on it today.
Yeah, I saw a tweet.
It was funny.
Was raving about race.
It was funny because I already had that stuff. Like when I make my podcast, right, I'll be already having a lot of subjects that I'm going to go through, and this was one of them. When they mentioned that Gran Turismo was only going to have ray tracing for the replays, that was automatically a subject. And then you said, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to get his ass up in this bitch. I was like, no, he gonna have to say some shit. But I've been noticing this from Digital Foundry, from NX Gamer, and just in general. I mean, I have my own take on ray tracing, and I understand that there are a lot of hacks to lighting in general in the actual video game field. Because really, when it comes to lighting, a lot of this shit shouldn't even look the way that it looks, but there's a lot of cheats and hacks that's not ray tracing that doesn't look as good as ray tracing, but it gets the job done. It's a very good approximation, such as screen space reflections. There's a lot of glitches and errors, of course, fine, but people don't understand how complicated reflections for ray tracing is. They don't get it. That shit is very complicated because essentially what it's doing is it's reconstructing the world again and then projecting that out from a texture standpoint. That's why when you look at a reflection within a ray traced supported game, all of the models and buildings look worse than what it really looks like. But at least perspective wise, it matches. They can even do
platform. What are you talking about?
Huh?
Like, not all ray traced reflections look shitty. Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? When did I say look shitty? When did I say that?
You said
when did I say
less,
shitty?
Using less. Like, less is shitty.
No, it's not shitty. Less is less. Less is
shitty.
Less is exactly less.
Less is shitty.
No, it's not. Let me see here. It's quality gaming. what the hell you bitching? Y'all bitching about games going to PC? It's only PS4 part. No, it's not. Oh, you didn't see it. You didn't see it. Quality gaming. They got Returnal. They got Ghost of Tsushima. They got a lot of games coming. It was leaked. And if y'all talking about somebody else leaks, make it sound like y'all. We're not whining about it. We just letting niggas know that you better get used to the shit. It's not a whine.
I don't think
Nobody
anybody here was
cares.
whining
Yeah, the
about
only
it.
people who care about
I think
games
you
going
look
to
at the
PC
title.
are these fanatical fucking fanboy niggas. Like, I don't give a fuck. I play the games wherever I want to play them at.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah,
Facts.
nobody's whining about it. We just letting this is a video that preemptively would say everybody in this fucking panel was right and that we don't really give a fuck. Because there's gonna be a lot of people that be shit talking on Twitter and any other social media talking about some PlayStation's good. And the second that shit comes out on PC, don't say shit.
nah, the first time you see it, I'm about to get a PC. I'm about to go get it. Like, no, you're not. Like, stop it. Stop saying that. Like, you're not gonna go get a PC. Stay away from PC. I hate that
Yo,
shit.
where the fuck were you at? I've been sending you
Crosshairs.
message, crosshairs.
That man been on that Final Fantasy 14.
Motherfucker was shot out, yo. I'm like, yo, when you gonna jump in this fucking guilty gear, yo? You running. This nigga running.
You
Let me stop.
running.
I'm playing. Don't please don't beat me the fuck up. I don't want to get beat up by Gato. That motherfucker said drip. I said, oh
Drip.
hell no, drip. You Prince looking bitch. Drip. Y'all gotta pick up Guilty Gear Strive. That shit crazy. Anyway, going back to ray tracing, the way that the shit is constructed, because we just can't replicate light the way that it happens in real world. They have other things that happen, so the reflections are not going to be parity to what you're playing in the environment. You're absolutely right. Who gives a fuck about that shit? That's my whole point with that subject. So Crosshair says, man,
Thank
who
you,
is looking
Josh.
at ray tracing when you're racing? I play GT and all of the drifts on there. I'm more focused on my drifting. I'm usually in the cockpit. Pause. Yo, I know you got super excited for this GT7, man. I hope you saw that video I made about all the little nuggets of GT7, man. That was amazing.
I actually watched that.
I'm so glad. Thanks, man. I'm so glad that they did it, because I was like, if they don't
research.
if they don't have day and night cycles, yo, I'm fucking done. I need that. For some reason, that's the fetish. But the thing is this, everyone was clamoring over ray tracing, and a lot of people can't even fucking tell if it's there or not. Fucking Digital Foundry was tricked into thinking that ray tracing was fucking in there, and it was fucking screen space reflections.
No,
if you gotta look that hard at the shit to figure out if it is or not, then them fake thing. I mean, does it really matter? Take it away, Jeremiah. This is all you.
No, I was gonna say they're gonna have ray tracing in the replays and all the little cutscenes
For
and
now,
shit. So.
he said for now. By the way,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a Ratchet and Clank situation where they're gonna improve it over time. You know what I mean? But as far as ray tracing goes, ray tracing is supposed to be something that you don't notice. It's supposed to be so realistic and so natural to your eyes, you shouldn't notice it. You know what I'm saying?
it's supposed to help. It's supposed to help out. It's supposed to.
Thank you for saying that.
Hold on, Fado. It's supposed to be also a helper for what do you call that? For come on, Josh, think. For developers, instead of them having to craft new ways of hacking the thing, they could just turn on the fucking feature and it works. That's what it's really there for. Not
like in
for
Control.
the user. Yeah,
Control has amazing ray tracing. Like it has the hard and soft shadows that you wouldn't normally be able to like make out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so there's a chair, right? But it's like by a table. The chair shadow will be darker and more prominent than the other shadows in the room. You know what I mean? Because it's closer to you, whatever. So like, it just looks so good to the eye. You know what I mean? Like,
feels natural.
Yeah, like for people to be like ray tracing, like the first time when I was playing Control, bro, when I first was like, oh shit, I was walking down the hallway, right, and I saw this fucking orange, the orange dudes, the face and shit, the security guards. I'm like, oh shit, I look right. When I looked right, I realized that it was him walking down the corridor across the corner. You know what I mean? So I just waited for him to walk right up to me, blah, right in the face. That was the first time I was like, this is a real game changer. Real time, I can see this guy walking around a corner because of a piece of glass. You know what I mean? It adds the subtle dynamics of like real life into the game. And as we go forward, we're gonna see it more and more, and it's gonna become more natural to us. But as far as like me expected to be on every console game, not really. I mean,
it's a hard fucking effect.
that shit. It costs a lot of fucking resources.
It's a lot. Period. It's a lot. It doesn't matter what platform, but especially for the consoles. These consoles can't do that shit. Maybe the PS5 Pro, possibly, but like not these. It's good that they have it in there.
No,
but you know what? It'll be hot though. It'll be hot if they had a scary game, like a horror game, and shit is running around behind you. Like, could you think about if you play PT and you walk by the mirror, you see something behind you, you turn around, that shit ain't there? That shit would be crazy. You were told what though?
No, I was told that the PS5 was like stronger than a 3090, and it was gonna do all this crazy shit. Yes, they did.
Nope, they said
nah,
these
ponies told me that
nobody told you that.
That PS5
I heard Xbox niggas saying that shit. I ain't hear no ponies.
Niggas said PS5. Nah, ponies was saying that PS5 is surpassing PC and all this other crazy shit they were saying.
3090s, cuz
like with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, when Alex came out with the fucking 3070 bullshit, and he was like, people were like, look at that, PS5 has more grass and flowers than PC. Like, y'all niggas been saying this shit low key, just like Xbox niggas. And every day you get proven wrong.
I remember them doing the person to the 2070. The 2070 was definitely a thing. I remember that.
Not only that, but you better you better go to
these ponies have been the main culprits thinking that they're better than PC.
You better go to you better go to digital.
I can't speak for all ponies.
You better go that PC's the only competitor. They can't even compete.
You better go to Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry's been saying wild shit. Go to them. They've been trying to fuel this shit low key. Yo, Crosshairs, yo. I'm trying to tell you, yo. I don't know. I think you have a steering wheel, right, Crosshair, for GT7 or just for the GTs. Oh man, that's gonna be something, man. They said
wait till that 4090 drop, Josh. It's gonna show you niggas who the king is.
4090.
Yes, sir.
3090 ain't enough. The 3090 is killing
man. We're talking about fucking feature GPUs, man. Goddamn.
Just come on next year, buddy. What are you talking about feature?
They can't even make the current ones. Like,
so it don't matter. We must move on, bro. PC moves constantly forward. You guys can stay in this fucking ninth generation bullshit.
Yeah, Jemi's not lying about that, dude.
By the time you get a PS5 Pro, I'll be on a 5090, nigga. Like, you crazy? I'm gonna be playing some quantum shit, nigga.
The funny thing is, like, now consoles found a way to get up here or to catch up with fucking certain PC specs fucking faster compared to before. Because before it was custom hardware.
Well, because
now they're using
easier now for them.
But now they're using PC architecture.
You ain't gonna just be derailing my shit, yo. Get out of here with this. Anyway,
okay, so ray tracing.
Talking about ray tracing. The PC has dedicated hardware for ray tracing, like its entire fucking pieces of a car. You know what I mean? The tensor cores for NVIDIA.
So does the PlayStation and Xbox.
But AMD has shitty ray tracing.
Doesn't matter.
And
it doesn't
not
matter.
even close to NVIDIA's ray tracing.
It's still dedicated hardware. I don't know what that meant, but Fatal.
It just means lower quality fucking ray tracing.
Dedicated hardware. They have hardware that can do ray tracing. It's a different shot.
That's fine. Fatal. What do you got to say about ray tracing? Was
it I'm just gonna be blunt. And no disrespect to you, Jemai. If you like ray tracing, all better to you, man. I'm saying from my perspective, I think ray tracing is fucking. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, who gives a fuck? Stop using that as your fucking cop out to say that your game is better at the end of the day, when in fact it's not, because I'm playing the exact same game that you're playing. No difference. Just because you have a little bit of better lighting, man, what we do? Go jerk off to that, man. If you're a fan of that shit, go fucking whatever.
See, the issue is
worse experience than you would on PC. If you want that shit, go to PC.
The issue, Fatal, is console dudes use ray tracing as a litmus of next gen gaming. So now they have to live up to it. You know what I mean? Like, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
I feel you on that.
Xbox dudes came out here talking about they had.
You guys got to talk one at a time. Y'all talking.
You weren't talking of us.
No.
Yo, Black, get this Get out of here!
It's Josh.
Taking over the show, nigga.
Shadow Realm.
Like I
You want to
said,
be quick with it, that's all.
Xbox guys were the ones talking about hardware ray tracing, all this shit, and then the games come out and you can't do ray tracing, but PS5 is doing it better, so that became a huge talking point for these console dudes.
And it's like, if you want to hold that as leverage towards why your console's better, cool, do that shit. I don't give a fuck, but that's not the reason why your console's better.
You're actually both of you guys are like absolutely right. This is what console gamers, ponies, and bots alike did to themselves. They boxed themselves into a corner, thinking that all of this shit was going to be exclusive, thinking that ray tracing was the be all end all of next gen, when it's not. You did it to yourself. You don't even know. You can't even identify what fucking ray trace shadows and contact shadows and ray trace reflections and global illumination and radiosity. You don't even know what any of those fucking terms are. You have to go to Digital Foundry to get that shit explained to you because you don't even want to look into it. You know what I'm saying? So you box yourself into this fucking corner. You did it to yourself.
Facts.
All I know is that Miles Morales and that fucking Ratchet and Clank looking fire with that ray tracer, bro. 60 flips, know what I mean? That shit looking good, nigga.
I know a lot of people that turned that shit off. Yo, they turned that shit.
I play with the ray tracing 60 though. That shit's perfect for me, dog.
No, that shit look blurry, yo.
It's perfect compromise for me. I love that shit.
That shit was blurry. Oh, I thought I was supposed to.
That shit ain't blurry. He tripping.
Oh god, man! I hate.
He got that Sony 700 something, dog. That's old ass.
That new revamped model.
I know you live, man. I will piss on your doormat, yo. You'll come outside. What smells like this?
But the fact that this console war has turned into a non-software fucking war, dude, man, just boggles my mind. I mean, software is there, but you spend more time talking about, if a game has to look a certain way in order for them to actually call it a next gen game. I'm like, motherfucker, that's not what next gen is. It's part of it.
Dudes are telling me, yo, Fatal, dudes are arguing me down. It's not just about graphics. It's not just about graphics. But all they talk about is graphics. I'm like, what is high?
But what is it though? What is it though?
It's all about graphics, bro.
It's all about
generations are always based on graphics. Like one from 16-bit to 128. You know what I mean? Like it's all based about how the shit looks. All the other shit is supposed to be natural. Like I said, physics and shit are supposed to come naturally to the game when you have better graphics. But people want to tell me that it was not about the graphics. Like, just because you have a 3090 or whatever, I mean, it's not like, okay, bro. It's about.
But I'm saying that also next generation also helps improve on every genre to be able to do different things, to be able to do better things too as well. Graphics is important. You're right, because there are games that like that's just how it is. Every generation, you're like you just said, 8-bit to 128. Yeah, we've been through all that crap of that. But I'm saying though, like there's also been fucking games that don't fucking focus on those graphic fidelities, but end up having fucking amazing gameplay experiences regardless.
Yeah, but
do things better.
What I'm saying is, people don't understand GPU utilization. You can have a games like Axis of Singularity that will straight up melt a PS5 on maxed out.
Yeah,
why is it gotta be a PS5? Why can't it be a Series X? How come
the game will destroy most PCs. Like.
Right, yeah.
I just beg the question: just because it's not giving you a certain look, doesn't mean the game is not utilizing the GPU. You know what I mean?
No, right. Well, yeah, especially when it comes to consoles, because they can't utilize that, man.
Look at Horizon. Right? Horizon Zero Dawn. There's some popping. There's some popping in the trailer. I mean, it's still early build, but there's popping, right? I was told that Sony SSD eliminated all popping. There's no popping ever again in a PS5 game.
If you're going to keep saying I was told, I'm going to need you to just start DMing all of these receipts.
From Persona to Sector, every nigga who fucking
I don't want to hear that. I need the receipts.
Nigga, you know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Every pony motherfucker who jerked off about the fucking PS5 not having any popping ever again, and the fucking the Forspoken fucking demo on fucking what's the shit called Unreal demo. It can never be done on PC. It can only be done on PS5. It'll never have popping. Look how fast she's moving. All that bullshit was all you pony niggas capping.
I've never heard that. Receipts,
That's
please.
fucking true.
Receipts, please.
That is very
Receipts,
fucking true.
Am I lying, bro?
Yeah.
I got argued down about that Unreal
Receipts,
demo.
please.
Jemiah's 100% right, Josh. Jemiah's 100% right.
All right, so both you
Yeah.
niggas, the red nigga and the black nigga, give me the receipts.
Yo, go look at the fucking podcast.
You were part of the fucking podcast when this shit came up in circulation, dude.
Nope.
You know receipts.
Everybody telling me,
Nope.
yo,
So
this
give me the receipts so I can show everybody. Give me the receipts so I can show everybody these
So
alleged
Jemiah, this is just a classic tale of what they did with Halo Infinite, fucking calling out all the pop outs, right? Because you won't do it for a game they're excited for.
Right. Tim Sweeney said that this demo can only run on the PS5. It can't run on the PC. Like, PC is making fucking Star Wars fucking little movie trailers, bro. Like, movies and Star Wars or Captain Phasma. PC can't do this shit? Okay, cool. Like, that's y'all niggas, bro. That's why I hate ponies.
Receipts.
Now you want receipts, nigga? You was there, nigga.
No,
you was in the restaurant
eating
next to me, nigga.
Josh, nah, man.
Nope,
we don't have to give you receipts, Josh, man. You want your own receipt because you were there when that shit transpired.
Josh is in the corner booth watching me get berated by these niggas.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I never seen
nothing. I ain't gonna lie.
PC nigga, they ran me out of the goddamn restaurant, bro. I couldn't get a receipt. They got right out of there.
All right, Black. What you guys say about this ray tracing shit, man?
Oh man,
it's overblown, bro. It's overblown.
Black, what you guys say about this shit?
Hey man, Ray Station nigga for the win, baby. We in there, baby. Hey, I know but for real talk, ray tracing is cool, man. I think we've seen some good utilization from it. I just think that right now, the consoles as it is now, them shits ain't ready for it. Maybe not the Pro, but maybe after that it'll be something that's heavily used. But you see right now, you don't see full ray tracing, full utilization right now. You see like bits, they'll do the shadows, they'll do the reflections. Sometimes they'll just use it for sound, like Returnal does it. It uses it for sound.
It uses it for sound and it uses for some of the lighting.
Yeah, so they'll use like bits and pieces, but like as of now, it's like you said, it's very resource heavy. And is it a waste? It just depends on what the developer, how they use it. You know what I'm saying? I know Call of Duty uses it with the shadows, and that shit looks good. You know, it just depends on how they use it. It could be shitty if used incorrectly. You know what I'm saying?
So does what do you call it? The the Resident Evil engine. They have reflections and stuff like that and global illumination. Which I think is it's a smart way of doing it, but a lot of people don't even know what the fuck a next generation game is. This is why I wanted to kind of bring that up in general. Like, if you think that ray tracing was making a next generation game, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like, I went online and I'm like, these motherfuckers really think that ray tracing is what makes a next generation game? So you can have an ugly ass game and slap some ray tracing.
Bro,
you can have
they put ray
game.
tracing in Doom. Yeah, I was gonna say that shit looks better though. It looks a lot better though. You can't lie. That shit looks good with ray tracing.
It does, but the
model it still looks dated though. Yeah, it still looks shitty.
It's dated. So if they did that shit, I wonder how many people would actually accept that shit. Like the whole thing is this. Like, next generation is supposed to be about elevating your game and its gameplay
to the next level. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So like what's the that Chinese game?
Black Wukong.
I keep wanting to say Wuhan.
Wukong, Black Myth.
The fucking Wuhan.
You saw that? Yeah, you saw that one. You saw that Wu Chang one, the Wu Chang one with the chick with the feathers and shit. It's like a Dark Souls game.
I didn't see that yet. I did see that floating around.
It's a little rough, but it looks good though.
But it's early though, so that's the thing. Yeah. Like when they showed the Wukong game, right? This nigga jumped up. First of all, that fucking snow looked ridiculously good, but he jumped up on his staff to prevent himself from being electrocuted. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, adding more to the gameplay. It's not the ray tracing. You know what I mean? So in my case, I don't think that the ray tracing was fucking worth it. I mean, well, that's too strong. it helps, but I think it's being blown out of proportion. I'll put it that way. I don't they misinterpret what it is exactly. What ray
Problem with
tracing
ray
is.
tracing is it's too early for it to be fully utilized the way it needs to be for it to make the impact that people want it to make. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's just early. It's real early right
Like
now.
when you get when the 4090s come out, you're gonna see a huge leap in ray tracing. And then when the fucking 5090s come out, the PS6 comes out, you're gonna see gradually about time we get to like PS10, then people be like, yo, this ray tracing shit is crazy, bro. Like,
PS10, this
you know
nigga.
what I mean?
PS10.
Like in
Yeah,
control, you can see through the window into the office, but you can also see the reflections of people walking down the corridor. Like it's crazy, you know what I mean? Like that translucence effect that has the fucking reflections on it. That's never been done in gaming before, really. You know what I mean? Like I can see through this window, but I can also see people walking behind me. You know what I mean? Because of the reflection, shit like that should it's just a natural thing that should just happen to you. You know what I mean? And when when we start seeing more of that, and the consoles get more powerful, and ray tracing becomes less expensive, and they figure out better ways to do it, it's gonna become a big thing. But not, I don't think another 5 years before it becomes like the mainstay.
So
yeah, like the true shit when it comes to console wise. Yeah, like PC will obviously get there way before them, but
David says
it's almost
this,
there.
right? David says I feel like ray tracing is here already, but it's up to the studios to deliver. You can only do like when it comes to ray tracing, there's a certain amount of calculations it could do. So the way that they have ray tracing in its current state is it's broken up into different sections. There's ray tracing for what is we call ambient occlusion. That's when two objects get close to each other and starts to occlude light. It's not quite a shadow, but it's like an early version of a shadow. Put it that way. You can do this. You can do this on your own. Just take your phone and put it real close to the wall. You'll see it get darkened because it is blocking some of the light. Then you have the ray trace shadows, which creates basically anything that has any type of like shape. It'll basically make a shadow for it, which you can't do to that level. And then you have global illumination, which is basically the bouncing of light within the room. And then you have the reflections itself. They can't run all of that at once because every one of those features have a certain amount of calculations that may exceed the amount that these dedicated pieces of hardware could render. That's why they're doing one or the other. You can't do all of them at once. You know what I'm saying? And it's memory intensive. You know what I mean? These consoles have like 16 gigabytes. People forget about that. It's memory intensive. So, and then there's cheats. Instead of using, you could do screen space ambient occlusion that works very similar to, the ray traced or just cascading shadows, which is similar to, ray trace. It's not going to be as good, but it gets the job done. Same thing with screen space reflections and shit like that. So when people were kind of laughing at Gran Turismo, they were, "Ooh, it's not gonna do it." Bitch, you don't even know the fucking difference. When they showed you the trailer, everybody thought that shit was ray trace. Some of these things weren't ray traced with that trailer, but somehow people still didn't know. So we got Fatal basically stated he doesn't give a fuck about it. We got
Nope.
Black that says that, well, it's nice to have. Correct me if I'm wrong. You say it's nice to have, but it's not definite. It's not something that's needed. Is that correct?
I mean, it's not needed, of course, but but some people are using it to to enhance their games. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? If done right, it just depends on how they use it.
And then you
I
have
mean,
Jemiah that basically stated that he's all for it, but understands that it's only can only do but so much. You know what I
facts.
mean? You can only do but so much, and even with these graphics cards now, you got to get the next iteration of them, and then you're good. You're in business. Now, to answer people's question about why Gran Turismo is not rendering shadow or reflections, it's different to render a reflection from a glass plane. It is totally different for a car to render a reflection on itself, right? And then be able to reflect itself within that reflection. So like your mirror, like the actual casing of the mirror reflecting on that particular car, and then have another car that goes up to you and that be in the reflection, and then have that your car reflecting to the other car, and then reflect the environments, and do that 16 times for each car that's there. It's just not that feasible. It's not. This is why when they did Forza 5, I believe, Forza Horizon 5, it's only relegated to its own thing and by itself. But you can't have reflections reflecting reflections. I mean, you can kind of control what is being reflected, and that's something that they probably going to end up doing. You know what I'm saying? But it's not an easy thing. Not only that, but the game updates fucking every 16th of a second. So it's not. These consoles can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Gay tracing.
So it's one thing about Spider-Man Miles Morales that all it needs to reflect is the immediate area, and it doesn't have to reflect itself. It's not reflecting reflections. You know what I'm saying? The same thing with Ratchet and Clank. It's not reflecting reflections. So that's the difference. It's not easy. That's my point. So does anybody have anything else to say about this subject? We can keep going if you want.
Nah, I'm good on that.
Nah, this is actually a very short subject. Wait for it to get better.
Yeah, basically. We'll see in the future, see how much they're gonna really dig deep, and see how much they can milk out of these fucking milk. Oh gosh, there's milk out of these consoles. So the last topic we're gonna talk about here is word around the block is that Microsoft is gonna be acquiring more studios.
Oh fuck! Here we go again, dude.
And we don't know which ones people are saying. And as you know what it is these it's these influencers that keep running around talk about Microsoft got some big news, and you got these fucking Xbox that are getting fucking post up. Shout out to post up on Twitter. Niggas getting hard as shit for acquisitions, but you still don't have any game. All them studios that Microsoft bought, where's your games at? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Well, why are you
They
excited?
just finished releasing them. That's why they're not out yet.
Say again?
I said literally all developers minus the initiative literally fucking finished the last project they had worked on within the last 2 to 3 years, if not last year.
They still
like
didn't show. They didn't show what they had on the table.
No. I get that part, but I'm just saying, like, you really can't show anything if you don't have anything while you're already working on a pre-existing IP in the middle of being acquired.
Listen, Red nigga, it's been years. I'm gonna need them to show something. They got 23 studios.
I'm agreeing with you.
23 studios. Where the fuck are the games?
I'm just giving you context as to why we haven't seen anything yet, though.
You haven't seen anything because they ain't making shit.
No, they are making shit. It's just never mind.
Let me see. Stranded Ninja. Yo, thank you so much, Stranded. Stranded Ninja says that I've read that there are 5 different implementations of ray tracing, and sound design is one of them. All ray tracing is a hardware component or a physical component on the GPU that calculates the rays, and the rays can be used in the myriad of different ways. You can actually have a data pool of all of your objects and just use the lesser models and reconstruct your environment, which is what these reflections are. Or you can trace the shadows of what they look like, or you can trace the approximate shadows and give yourself global illumination, or not global illumination. I'm sorry, ambient occlusion. Or you can do like a one light source, which is be the sun. You can trace that from the camera back to the light source and around again. I mean, it's hardware that traces shit. Basically, I mean, I'm rudimentary, but that's what it is. So what's your take on this shit? First of all, what do you guys think? Let me ask Black. What do you think they're going to purchase next?
And I have no idea, bro. I just hear the echoes of wishful thinking, dog, on the internet, dog. You know what I'm saying? We keep hearing the Warner Brothers thing, but Warner Brothers already came out, or was it AT&T? already came out and said they don't have any plans on making, selling. So I don't know, man. It could be anything. I really don't have any idea what they're planning on purchasing at all. But it's a bunch of fanboys. it's
a bunch of
fucking wishful
fanboys.
thinking this shit. Who else? Tom Warren said that. Did he confirm? I think me and you were talking about that a little earlier.
I don't know if he confirmed. He just was real cryptic about shit.
Yeah,
they had Warner Brothers, which I think owns Sesame Street or something of that nature, right?
Niggas need to be worried about games. They worried about acquisitions. The acquisitions don't mean that you got games, nigga. Like, look,
what the hell is the purpose of acquiring a developer then if it's not going to be there to get games?
If they acquire these, look, so all right, some like the fanboys, the dudes who are even talking about this shit, right? They talking about they want AAA games, right? If they acquire all of these studios and they put everything on Game Pass, you think you're getting AAA games from every one of these studios for $15 a month? It's not gonna happen.
No, I know it's not gonna happen.
I don't know why they looking forward to more acquisitions. It don't make no damn sense.
For argument purposes, that way they can say that I have it and you don't.
No, well,
they don't have any games.
It's the fact that AAA is not the end all be all. That's what I fucking am looking at here. AAA is not the end all be all. You will still get a couple AAA games here and there from Microsoft, but that's mainly going to be the fucking Forzas and the Gears and whatever the case may be. Or maybe even what initially was doing. I'm not quite 100% sure. But also having fucking middle market fucking studios like Obsidian and definitely In Exile is keeping their library refreshing, which is a good thing. But right now, fucking, yes, they don't have a whole lot of games fucking coming out as of like physical dates on release and shit like that yet. But we do know they have a lot of shit in the pipe. Because they've already announced a ton of shit. So they got games coming. Yeah, we just have to fucking wait.
What games are these?
With you on
Fatal, what games are these?
State of Decay 3, Avowed. Crossfire is not even out yet. And that's supposed to be a big fucking business deal with fucking, was it Korea? For that game to bring it over here to North America and shit like that and keeping it only on Xbox. That shit's not there yet. Fucking, what else is there that they've actually announced so far? Fucking Grounded's not even out yet. Well, no, that's actually it. That's technically already. I'm not going to count that one. But they have other shit coming down the pipe. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't even seen Compulsion's game yet. Hellblade's fucking nowhere near done, but that's coming, and I can't wait for that. Like, yeah, you're right. You're not going to see a whole lot of AAA games. But I'm okay with that because I want to see their library.
I have to stop you right here. I got to stop you right there. 23 fucking studios.
Yes, sir. That's a lot.
Why don't we have any demos or showcases for any of these fucking games? Answer that.
They just started the projects.
How?
I don't. That's like a horrible excuse in my opinion. Doug.
No,
like,
okay. So take it.
How? You talking about all 23 of them didn't do nothing? All 23 just started their projects at the same time?
That's been dry before the consoles even dropped, dog. They should have had something in the works.
No, hold on. Time out. Fucking. So when did Microsoft start getting these fucking these companies acquired? 2018, right?
But what about the Coalition? Why the Coalition doesn't have a game?
The Coalition.
What about the studios before the
They bought 3 in 2016 too.
But those studios should have had games that they were working on before multiple
projects.
I'm not talking about Bethesda. Forget Bethesda.
Where are they?
The reason why Gears 6 is not out yet because they're finishing Gears 5 first. Gears 5 is right at the end of its fucking final season. That's it. They're done. And then they're going on to make their next game. I don't know why they don't have anything else. Yeah, Coalition should have been a studio from the get-go. They should have had something big for launch. I agree with you on that. But we're not talking about Coalition. That company got picked up by them literally at the beginning of this generation, pretty much, or the Xbox One generation. But these studios that they recently bought, right? Hellblade? Fucking, you thought Hellblade was going to be ready at fucking launch?
No, nobody said no. Yo, wait, stop. No.
You just asked me.
No, stop. The only thing that they showed from Hellblade, when did Hellblade come out? Fatal. When did it come out?
2016.
They had a game. What is it? Bloody Edge, Bleeding Edge, whatever the fuck.
Bleeding Ass.
They were already working on that cartoon ass game, and it failed miserably. Fine. The only thing they got to show is clouds, my nigga. Clouds.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Did you watch the actual vlog video they put up?
I don't give a fuck about the vlog video.
Maybe you should, because that actually explains as to why they're fucking
I
just
don't
started
give a
development on
fuck
it.
about
But
why.
regardless of that, In Exile, right? Their last game was Wasteland 3. They had to finish that because it was a fucking crowd-funded project.
Okay.
And that was the only game. That was the only game that studio fucking had in development currently at the time. They had to finish that first.
Who's they?
In Exile.
Okay.
In Exile. And also, too, as well, they had just finished fucking releasing the console version, too, as well, of fucking Bard's Tale 4.
Okay.
On consoles.
Okay.
So, their new project is now in development now, but it's at the very early stages because now they're finished with Wasteland 3.
Okay.
So, you see what I'm saying? But all these developers they bought, yes, fucking... What else are they supposed to have, man? Like, fucking, they're not big studios like fucking Insomniac was.
Bro. Now do that 22 times more, or 21 times. Because remember, they got, the 23 fucking studios? You told me nobody has nothing at all? Nothing?
But a lot of these studios just got fucking acquired recently.
Listen, I get it. You favor Xbox. I totally understand. I get it.
That has nothing to do with favor.
I know it doesn't.
That has nothing to do with favor, Josh.
It doesn't. But my whole thing is this.
I will say though, you should expect them to have games out, bro. Like, there's no reason because they bought 3 studios in 2016. Then he bought the whole other studios in 2018, and then he bought fucking Bethesda. Like, but they still had studios before.
They bought 3 studios in 2016. Who the fuck did they buy in 2016?
Didn't he buy like Compulsion or some shit? Like.
Compulsion. They bought Compulsion. The Compulsion was revealed the same year that fucking Undead Labs and all that shit was. 2018.
Man, I gotta fucking look this shit up.
This is the thing about Xbox, man.
Go watch the E3 2016. You'll see what I mean.
It's still 3 years ago.
The games. Fatal, check me out, man. Fatal, look, they're releasing. All right, they're making this transition, right? They're making this transition from stop hiring these outside sources to make games for them to get these other developers. I mean, to get developers to come into your in-house, right? Cool,
right?
But you don't just say I'm gonna stop doing it totally until those games start producing. You start releasing those games. You still got to get the third-party deals to come in. Hey, I want this exclusive for Xbox. You're gonna be making this game for me. The same way they had Scalebound. They had Platinum Games working on Scalebound exclusively for the Xbox. You still make those deals. You don't stop making those deals because you decided to invest in buying all this publisher and everything else. You got to make sure that your fans, the current people on your system, on your console, have games to play.
You're right. But you're also ignoring fucking indies and the exclusives that Microsoft gets for the indie titles as well.
I'll acknowledge those games, but
there's
people on the Xbox who don't only want indies. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, that's fine. That's fine.
But you acting like indies take. All right.
Well, indies are better than AAA. But here's the problem,
I'm not
right?
saying that. You act like indies. You act like indies, man. You act like indies take like 5 years to make.
They don't take 5 years to make. Exactly. They're good fucking fillers in between while we wait, though.
Continue, though.
But, I mean, that has nothing to do with what I was saying, but whatever. But still, at the end of the day, regardless of the fact, right? Like, whether it's fucking, it doesn't matter on the budget. Like, that's first and foremost. It should never matter on that. Fucking, as long as the game that you fucking see that's coming out is interesting and you like the way that it is, or you like the way that it plays, then play it. Fucking, who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck what platform it's on? Who gives a fuck fucking when these games come out? Like, they're going to be coming out relatively soon. Should they have had games at launch? Well, yeah. I mean, who wouldn't argue that? But the thing of it is, I'm telling you, I'm just trying to break it down just so I can get the context out there for let people know that these developers that they picked up either A, just started on a brand new project when they got fucking hired because they had to finish other projects first. That's all I'm telling you.
What? So you're telling me that they just stopped? They just canceled their fucking projects that they were working on?
Oh, they had Wasteland 3 did come out. Like, Wasteland 3 did come out.
Yeah, and Grounded also came out too as well after the acquisition of Obsidian too.
Compulsion Games was acquired in 2018.
That's not a lot, but I'm just saying.
Wait. Compulsion Games was acquired in 2018, right?
Yeah.
Double Fine was 2019.
Yeah.
In Exile was 2018. And you have the Minecraft people, that was in 2014. Ninja Theory was 2018. Obsidian was 2018.
That's the company you're thinking of, Jemiah. Mojang. And the funny thing is, they did release fucking the game before the launch.
All right, fine. Obsidian was 2018. Playground was 2018. Rare, they were working on their game.
Obsidian put out fucking the Outer Worlds.
Undead Labs was 2018, and everything else was 2021 when they acquired ZeniMax. Now, here's the thing, right?
ZeniMax, yeah.
When you're making a game, when you're a studio, you're always making some kind of game.
Well,
you're always making some kind of game. So you're telling me when they were acquired, they just stopped what the fuck they were doing and then redid another thing? You telling me that's what they did?
No, listen to what I just said? Did you not listen to what I just said? I said they had to finish the projects they were currently working on.
Where are the projects?
Just give me some games. Wastelands 3, The Outer Worlds.
Wasteland 3, Outer Worlds, fucking Psychonauts fucking 2 that just came out.
But but ZeniMax is a big fucking company, which means that the games that they're working on, they're doing it simultaneously.
And what games are coming out from ZeniMax that are coming out soon?
They're doing it simultaneously, just like
No, you're right. But answer me this though: how many games fucking are still coming out from ZeniMax that were already announced pre-acquisition?
A lot of studios, like Arcane, was gonna shut down. Like let's not pretend that Bethesda was. Yeah, Arcane was gonna shut down. They were. Like, let's not pretend that like Bethesda was doing amazingly either. Bethesda had a lot of problems.
No, they weren't, man. Like, remember, Starfield was announced way before Microsoft ever fucking.
I know Starfield was announced because I actually played Bethesda games. So unlike these niggas who are frauds, I actually played fucking from Morrowind, Fallout, all that shit. I've been playing it for years. Like, I hadn't been knew about Starfield before motherfuckers even fucking talked about that shit ever on consoles.
Right. And it's like I said too as well. The only companies that Microsoft had under their belt before they started buying up these acquisitions, man, was Rare and fucking goddamn Coalition. And Playground Games and Turn 10 or whatever the case may be, right? We still get our Forzas. That was Playground Games.
Remember though, Phil also canceled he's canceled Scalebound, he canceled Fable Legends, and then I think he canceled some other shit. So Phil canceled a bunch of games that could have dropped.
It sucks for fucking Scalebound, but I'm so glad they canned fucking Fable Legends. Because I don't give a fuck.
Fable Legends looks good.
No. I don't give a flipping flying fuck what anybody says. Nobody wants a goddamn competitive fucking only multiplayer Fable game. Fuck out of here. People want regular Fable, bro, not that garbage.
So you're
it still could have been a game,
it was canned in alpha form due to feedback.
That shit look good. What are you talking about?
There were a lot of people.
It's that no fans wanted that shit.
Lies.
The real fans were pissed off.
How is that? No, Jemiah or Josh. Sorry, my bad, Josh. How is that lies when the game was canceled in the middle of a fucking beta? It was not even public.
I'm going to tell you.
That's fucking Phil's fault. The fuck you mean?
No. Because I told you already, man. Fans didn't want that type of fucking Fable.
Who knows though? New fans could have came out of the woodworks. Like some games, like fucking like the Among Us and shit. All these little games, Fall Guys. Some games just hit.
Why would they cancel the beta so early then, dude?
I don't fucking know. I didn't get to play the fucking beta. Maybe I would have liked it. Exactly. That's on them, motherfucker. Put the game out. That's why you put games out, bro.
Wait. Stop. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna let you talk. Hold on. I'm gonna let you talk. I have friends that are exclusive to Xbox, and they were trying to get in the fucking beta, and they said it was shut the fuck down. They gave him an invitation, and then they shut it the fuck down. I wasn't even able to see it, and they were hyped for it.
What the fuck are we talking about? There's tons of gameplay still on fucking YouTube for it.
I'm not talking about going on YouTube. I'm talking about playing it for myself. I don't play games.
No, that's fine. But like you made it sound like fucking like nobody fucking saw what the fuck it was.
No, I'm talking about how they canceled that shit and kept it moving.
Look, if it was gonna be a good game, the shit would have came out, bro. At the end of the day, they canceled it because
it wouldn't have.
They canceled it.
How the fuck real quick. How the fuck would they even know what a good game is? They put out shit all the fucking time. Don't fucking tell me. Don't
And
tell
then-
me what I would
If
in
somebody
life.
in Xbox said, "Hey, this ain't good enough," that mean that game was worse than shit. So
But
we
yeah,
just let this
no,
shit go, dog.
you guys ain't getting
They put out
it.
shit all the time, but they said, "You know what? This ain't it."
Yeah,
But what-
but they
but-
put out Gears Pop, which they canceled like a year later. Come on, bro. Like, stop the bullshit, bro. Like, don't
Come
play with
on,
me with that
man.
shit.
So you, Jabba, you have faith that that game
Don't
would have
play
been
with me,
good,
bro. Stop
You
playing
have
around,
faith that that
Black.
game was gonna be good.
Go read up
Come
on some
on,
shit.
man. It's gonna be
Go read up on
garbage,
some
dog.
shit.
Yo, they.
For what?
Like, dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, Fable Legends was not it. Like, that was not
What's
the
going on,
game that
Sherry?
people wanted in the Fable
So Scalebound
franchise.
wasn't it either. So Phil came and said, "I'm gonna
Scalebound's
cancel."
a new IP, motherfucker.
Phil said, "I'm gonna cancel
God.
every." No, Phil canceled
Fable, how long has Fable been around, Jemiah? How long has Fable been around, Jemiah?
a long ass time. But guess what,
Exactly. How long has Scalebound been around? Oh, it's not. It's a fucking new IP.
though? Even
So yeah, I can understand. I can understand the Scalebound.
Have you
disagreement.
ever
I
played?
understand that.
Have you ever played Street Fighter Puzzle Fighter?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's a fucking alternate version of Street Fighter that has to do with the fucking original game. Who gives a
Dude,
fuck?
that-
Put the game
it
out,
doesn't
bro.
matter. That's not my
No.
fucking point.
Okay, so your boy Phil came in here, right? Cancel all these games,
Oh,
and since 2017, you guys haven't had shit to
no,
play.
no, motherfucker! Jesus Christ, Jemiah! What? I don't understand why you're having a hard time comprehending this, dude. I'm telling you the reason why. I'm not telling you that that the game was shit. I'm telling you that fucking people that played the fucking beta, man.
Don't
The
give a
beta.
fuck. So if somebody fucking Scarlett Johansson, I'm supposed to be like, yes, I can feel the feelings of how good it was.
This motherfucker doesn't even know,
bro.
do you know how like that happens, right? Games fail in beta fucking quality.
Fatal. You
know
might
how
like
many times I've seen
mushrooms.
Fatal
I don't
on
like.
PC
Bro, I
fucking
don't give a
fail?
fuck. Bro, Fatal. You might like mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms. I want to try it for my fucking self.
I don't
want to
understand
make
why
yo, bro.
you're triggered by
Okay,
this conversation.
bro.
I don't get it.
Because you keep talking dumb shit. Listen, Fatal. I'm not
What am I
just
saying that's dumb?
listen. You're saying that the people in the beta didn't like it. I don't give a fuck. If I was like that, I should just go off Metacritic then, right? Whatever Metacritic says is good, I should say it's good. I don't give a fuck what the people.
Josh, let me ask you a question. Right? You know, in Hollywood, right, when they do test screenings, and then if those people don't like it, they go off and they make alterations and changes and shit like that. The same thing, fucking Jemiah.
You see fucking Wonder Woman in 84? Somebody watched that before it came out and said it was good.
Lionhead didn't have the extra money to keep it going.
Who gives a fuck?
Oh,
What do you say?
wait.
Lionhead's no longer
Yo,
around.
stop.
But guess what,
Let me
though?
just say,
But
hold on.
guess what, though?
Wait, hold on.
Fable's
Stop.
coming back, and it's coming back the way that it fucking
I'm
should
not
be,
trying
man.
to hold on, wait. I'm not trying to mute nobody. Here's the thing, right? It shouldn't have never got that far along. They made, and then you have Microsoft that have the budget. They have a crazy ass budget. It got so far along to the point where you had half of a fucking game and you canceled it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's doing the fucking trial runs? Who's doing
Josh,
that?
all I'm trying to say is, Josh, first of all, Microsoft has never had great quality control when it comes to. And who is somebody else to decide? They should have had a public beta. That they shouldn't just depend on a certain number of people to say this game is good or not. They put all that shit out there.
I agree 100%,
No. They showed it at E3.
Wait.
They showed it at E3. They had the whole E3 presentation and shit. You got people excited for some shit, and then they fucking canceled the game without letting us be the deciding factor. Not some fucking dumbass people in a fucking test group. I don't give a fuck about Metacritic or other people's opinions about anything. I wouldn't try it myself, and I make my own opinion about it. That's all I'm saying. You're saying because assholes in fucking labs said it was bad, and it should have never came out.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I'm agreeing with you. They should have did a public test because I wanted to try it out myself. Like, I don't know why you're yelling at me. I never told you that I thought the game was shit. I'm telling you why the game just didn't fucking take off.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear excuses about some test group, some beta testers. But that's not a valid reason for me. That's not valid.
Honestly, a lot of the internal testing never goes out to public.
But they let State of Decay drop though, right? State of Decay 2 looking like that and playing like that.
Looking like that.
State actually good.
What is it looking like exactly? What is it looking like exactly?
Come on, bro. You let State of Decay 2 drop like that, and then you got some quality control. Get out of here.
Well, the multiplayer needed quality.
All I'm saying is this: look, you can like your Xbox, you can like your Halo and everything like that. No one's coming at you like that. My whole thing is this: to be critical of the bullshit. They got too many damn studios that are doing nothing. Basically, we don't know what the fuck they're doing, and there's too many excuses for them to do it. There's
I agree.
23. There's 23 studios.
I agree.
That's all.
Why'd your tone change now, Fado? We tried to question it because your tone was way different earlier when you were arguing with Josh.
No, it was not, dude, because you weren't understanding what the fuck I was telling you. You were making it sound like I was damage controlling for this shit. I'm telling you from my perspective, because I pay attention to shit as to why there's nothing in the fucking out yet. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I'm not here giving you fucking bullshit. I'm just telling you what I fucking see. That's all I'm doing. I'm not changing my fucking tone. I've been agreeing with you motherfuckers, dude. Jemiah, you gotta listen, bro. And maybe it's just my piss poor way of wording shit. Maybe my bad, whatever. But I'm not fucking doing that shit to piss you off. You were freaking at me because you thought I fucking thought that Fable Legends was dog shit or that I was speaking for everybody. No.
I don't know. Wait, Fado.
No, man.
Fado, you should know. Like, you should know, fucking Jemiah, yo.
I get that part, but it just I get so fucking annoyed, man, when I have to fucking dumb shit down for people that get to understand my fucking point, man.
No, my thing is, you kept trying to tell me. You kept trying to tell me. Well, the reason why is because of the beta testers. I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't give a fuck about beta testers.
I understand that you don't give a fuck. But again, you're deflecting my goddamn context because I'm telling you why.
Well, like, you're trying to tell me that somehow Microsoft has great internal testing.
God, dude. Like, okay, you know what? Forget it. I'm Gucci. Next topic, man. I'm good. I have to go in a couple minutes anyways, man. I have to play Sea of Thieves for the night, dude. But I'm good. I'm good.
I'm good. Play Sea of Thieves?
Yeah.
Somebody to fucking beta test that shit and get that shit the fuck out of here. Like,
what are you talking about? The game is fucking perfectly fine the way that it is now. Maybe you should fucking give it a try.
Nah, I'm good.
I mean, shit, if you can sit there and play with fucking half-cut content, fucking whatever the hell you want to call it, there's Cyberpunk. Go ahead.
Cyberpunk's still better than any game Xbox has released in the last
decade. These has more content than fucking goddamn Cyberpunk.
All right. Wait.
I don't want to hear shit.
Before you go, Fado, like I said before, you
Cyberpunk.
I'm not capping for Cyberpunk. Is it better than
all things considered, Jemiah's tone changed dramatically with the Cyberpunk game over time.
No, of course it does.
No,
against them.
I still think Cyberpunk is amazing.
I never said that. I never said that. Because you do think what you think, and you like the game, and I like fucking Gravity Rush and Killzone.
That's fine.
You know, what I mean, that's fine. No one's getting mad at the fact. But all I'm saying is this: it is not excusable. It is not Fatal. It is not excusable.
Sorry
to have that many studios and not show anything for it or barely show anything for it. We got Avowed and all the other stuff that we have, but we don't know what the fuck it looks like. This is inexcusable for a $2 billion company. It's inexcusable.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. I'm just happy to see shit get announced.
Yeah, but things can get announced, as you know, and then get canceled.
And get canceled.
Yes, it don't matter.
That comes with the goddamn territory. Yeah, it comes with the territory. I mean, look what happened with Scalebound. I'm with you on that.
This whole argument started because Fader was yelling at Josh. I got it there. He started yelling at me. Then I started yelling at him.
That was yelling?
Yes, you were.
Bro, but all I'm saying is this. But you will say this. He's got a loud voice. I will say this.
What you say, nigga?
People need to understand this, right? I don't understand. It's all because of fanboy wars. It's fucking stupid. Let's acquire every fucking thing. I think no. All I'm saying is this. I'm gonna go back up there, and I think Stranded Ninja said the shit. I'm not sure if you're in there, but thanks for jumping in there. He says here, that's the thing. Why the fuck do these niggas care about consolidating the industry instead of the games? It's same thing with fucking ponies too, yo. This is what we were talking about.
We all get like that though.
I know, but this is what we were talking about. We gotta be better than that. We gotta be better than that as humans. And I say this because that's too animalistic.
Look, let me be the contrarian on this, bro. We know when Sony do acquisitions, that means a lot different when other people do acquisitions. Acquisitions with Sony mean that you're gonna get a quality product. Am I wrong in saying that shit?
You're gonna get something, or you're gonna get something.
Because we know that Sony manages their studios very well, and that's a good. I mean, they have some close studios just like everybody else, but
It's accurate.
we know for the most part they put out quality product. So we can't compare the two and say that hey, Sony
Negative.
people being excited for fucking
Yeah,
Sony
it's
acquiring
highly
the studio.
negative.
And
is
even
way better
if
than
wait,
fucking-
black,
That's bullshit. It's quality subjective.
black,
Come on.
pause. So even if, and I'm gonna let you finish, even if Sony didn't put out a quality product, they put out something that everyone else was afraid to put out. They take risks.
Yeah, Tomorrow's Children is a prime example of that, and that's what makes Sony fucking good at what they do.
But
Like,
go on,
that's
no, but
what I love
continue,
about
but
Sony.
continue,
I love
Black.
when they take those risks.
Nah, pretty much. I just
Sorry,
want
Black.
to make that point, man, because like everybody was like, "Oh, Sony." But when Sony make the acquisitions, they build the partnerships first. They scope these niggas out. They normally do a little partnership, and then, like these niggas do well. Like, hey, man, yo, let's go for it, man. Hey, we acquired the studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they making smart acquisitions. You know what
I
I'm saying?
have been saying this since day one of this whole fucking dev war they've been doing. I do not want 3 companies to own every single dev in the industry. That is not good for us.
Facts.
I don't like it would never be good for us for them to
Period.
have more studios. Like the more
Period.
studios they have, the less choice we have. Like that's not a good thing,
Focus
bro.
on
What if
your
Xbox
own-
said tomorrow that every game from now on you can only get it in Game Pass, and you had 50 studios? What are you gonna do then?
But
You
with
ain't gonna
that
do
said,
shit, but get Game Pass.
You could
the
have played a
industry
lot
is
of
growing.
shit. That's what I'm
The
going to
smaller
do with
devs
Jabaya.
can become bigger devs. Those devs that are doing the small indie games that become AA games. You know what I'm saying? Like the industry is growing. There's room for growth and all that other shit. So I ain't scared of a big colossal
I don't think
Microsoft
there's-
owning everything. That shit will never
There's
happen.
not room for growth in FIFA, Madden, and fucking Call of Duty. Always every
But those
year. That's not
smaller
really growth,
indie
bro.
titles can become bigger games.
You
bro.
only
know
have
what
a
I'm saying?
certain exclusives like Spider-Man, God of War, Halos that can the Nintendo games that can crack those outer atmospheres. The other devs,
Yeah.
the smaller studios, they're not really eating right now. That's why they're going to Game Pass. That's why they're trying to get shit with PlayStation because they have to survive in this fucking industry. Because right now, only AAA sells. What niggas talk about all the time? That shit look like trash. OBJ. Every game that doesn't look like fucking Last of Us 2, that shit is trash. That shit is trash. That shit is trash.
It's opinion.
Like,
There's a lot of people that play other games.
people see PC games like
There's new
fucking
games that are
Diablo.
successful every day. There's a new successful
Like
game.
Baldur's Gate 3. Cuts do say that shit looks like trash. Oh, that shit isometric shit. That shit is trash. Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna be an amazing game. You know what I mean? So
hell yeah.
the way the industry is going is only about AAA games. It's only about that. So I don't see how you can say these small devs are thriving.
It's the flashiest thing. So here's the thing. I even worry about Sony acquiring too many fucking studios because again, that it's on their payroll. How are they going to pay for all this shit without taking a hit? You know what I'm saying? You got too much. Your own game starts to cannibalize on each other. That's the problem. I will say this though. Nobody was looking at fucking Housemark like that. Nobody was really looking at the motherfuckers.
Well, according to them, niggas was trying to buy them.
They said niggas from the US are trying to buy them. You know who that was? Somebody was looking at them.
Yeah, but they also said this though too. They said that basically their game that they kept making wasn't it. They were losing money. And,
Exactly.
And Sony had to elevate them and give them the budget. I should say that. Give them the budget to do and give them the actual guidance to say, look, you need to do something bigger. And I promise you they'll get you money. You still have your same sentimentality, but it needs to be a bigger. Now, Quanvo says this. It's excusable because the fan base aren't asking for updates on their games. They're asking for updates on acquisitions. And he's talking about the Xbox. But that's
what
the
fan base is
thing.
he talking about?
He's talking about the Xbox.
But if it was acting real bodish right now.
No, I'm actually agreeing. Actually, fucking because let's be honest here, fucking like I buy a lot of shit on Xbox, believe it or not. So I'm not one of these motherfuckers.
You the only one, motherfucker.
It's like him and like 2 other niggas.
I'm at, like, the
Killer
very
Tay.
needle point.
I can't name the third
fucking
nigga. dog.
You are the few, the proud, the Marines right now for this shit.
Yo, dude,
I'm gonna tell you right now. The Psychonauts. It was that. Hold on, wait, Fado. It is an absolute travesty that Psychonauts didn't even fucking chart anywhere. All that fucking talk.
Yeah, no,
all that
not
talk.
PlayStation version, nigga. I would have bought that shit.
But honestly, dude, I'm glad that the 24,000 people that backed it got to actually play a sequel that they wanted. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for that.
That don't pay the fucking bills. That don't pay the bills. That don't pay the bills.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad to be a person that actually fucking had the privilege to play that game because that game is so underrated and so overlooked by dumbasses.
I like Gravity Rush a lot. And guess what? Just because I bought the fucking game didn't pay the bills. All these Sony fanboys that, you need games so I can use that as a argument point. It didn't do shit for the motherfuckers. It didn't do anything. It didn't do a damn thing. They're gone. All of them are fucking gone, and I'll never get a fucking Gravity Rush 3. It don't pay the fucking bills just for argument points. Yep. It's annoying. All this talk about acquisitions. I don't give a fuck what they acquire. To be honest with you, I don't even buy anything for fucking Warner Brothers. And in terms of Square Enix, Square Enix does not want to be purchased by any fucking body.
Microsoft's not getting any of those top-notch fucking developers like these motherfuckers are claiming out there.
If you look at the history of what Microsoft is doing, if you look at the history of what Microsoft is doing, they are only acquiring studios or companies that are in trouble. All of them. That's it. Square Enix is not in trouble. Which means they got to pay a lot of money, and it's a certain budget. Is a certain budget that Microsoft will allow for that Xbox division to get. Yeah, they got $2 trillion, but they ain't going to just be dropping that shit on them.
I heard they got unlimited budgets.
I know, right?
Motherfucker.
Did I not hear that? Come on, bro. Why am I saying
no?
You mad at
No. What you heard was incorrect fucking journalists telling you that.
Nah, I'm not even gonna do it. But I was gonna be like, I'm not even gonna do it, Pedro, but
that took all the power.
Go to the source.
That took all the power out of you, didn't it?
You was like,
I'm not gonna do it.
No, I'm just saying. Hey, listen. I'm not trying to start shit with Jemai, but I'm just saying, like, go to the source. It's not what he said. And right there, again, context is key. If you take out the context, look what happened to Last of Us Part 2.
Try and mention something that's very interesting.
What's that?
Tencent. Do you think that they didn't say this, and she didn't say this, but do you think the output will be different if Tencent actually purchased Bethesda and ZeniMax?
I think so.
You think so?
I would still play their games regardless.
They have more games out by now.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, they
I believe
that
because
damn service.
Microsoft wants to be on some fucking like buddy shit with Ty Howard and all this shit, and you know what I mean? And be like, yeah, we're not crunching, and we're letting devs make their decisions.
I got to split, bro.
And Tencent's like, yo, we want our investment back now, bro. You know what I mean? Like, they about that money. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Fatal, you bitch.
Yo, fuck you, motherfucker. Yo, take care of yourself. Later, guys.
All right,
easy, man.
You know what I mean? Tencent's about getting that return on investment. You know what I mean? Like, they about that money. They just strictly put money in to get money back. They're not fucking Ty Howard and Bethesda having their own, like, because Bethesda's like basically like their own like standalone, but also part of Microsoft Studio type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird dynamic, right?
I think honestly, Tencent would have just had them churning games out. I think what Microsoft is trying to do is not necessarily be buddy. Is that what they're trying to end? What they're doing is trying to make it fit their model. They're looking for a way to recoup money in general with Game Pass. That's what they're looking to do. And since Tencent wouldn't give a flying fuck about that shit, they would just be like, just keep making games and give me the profit. And that's what I believe that will be going on. I think there will be a better output. There's no reason to have 23 studios or 20 some odd studios and you don't even show any demo. That makes no fucking sense to me. It doesn't.
I got a small theory, bro. Some of these games that they announced, them shit's not even in the works right now, bro. Like on God, nigga, they don't have all you saw all the games they announced, bro. Every
Yeah,
one of them
they got
studios
all them
supposed to be making
lists.
a AAA. You know how much fucking money that is, bro? All these studios are doing $80,000 to $100,000 fucking costing games, bro. That's not happening, bro. And they're not gonna throw all that shit on the service. That'd be fucking stupid. They doing a wait and see approach, dog. They want to see how many motherfuckers are coming, and if that shit is not successful, those games will not be dropping on Game Pass. And if
Or
they
if
did
it
drop it, it'd be
does,
stupid.
if they do it, it's going to be a truncated version of those games. Them games are going to be fucking raggedy by the time you get to it. It'll be so. Just saying. Just saying.
What they doing right now, and those numbers not increasing, bro. The only thing they could do is make those games smaller, bro. Smaller than what people think they're gonna be for
And
it to actually work
where's the
out.
number? Where's the numbers for Game Pass? Then weren't they supposed to release that
Last
shit?
time I heard it was 20,000. I don't know if that number was real or not, but that's the number that we heard.
I don't think it is because
That was July last year or some shit.
Yeah, I think what they.
Why is this game, bro? I'm so sick of the Spider-Man game right now. I turned off the fucking tutorial, but it's making me do the tutorial still. Like,
are you really playing that game again? I can't say nothing.
What do you mean?
Nothing. No, nothing. Don't. I ain't even gonna do it because I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong.
I'm too close to the platinum now. I got 97%. I might as well just get it.
Oh, true. That's all. But yeah, like I don't know. Like I feel like fans of Xbox need to worry about the actual games that they say that was going to come out. So, are you really caring about what Microsoft is going to acquire? Like, even if Microsoft acquires everything else but Sony already has games and IPs that are important to their fan base. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? So we don't. I mean, technically, unless it's 2K or Grand Theft Auto, we don't really need it. By the way, I mean, I know me personally, I don't have too much to say on there. What about you, Black? You have anything else to say?
Nah, man. I mean, hey, man. If they get something, they get something. But right now, it's just the fact that we even talking about this shit it's a little crazy because it's just fucking rumors right now. But Microsoft, we got these same rumors a few months ago, and this shit came out not to be true.
And on top of it, we had rumors about fucking Xbox buying Sega.
Oh yeah, that's been a rumor for a while now.
You know what I'm saying? Over and over. Oh, they got a blue controller. They call it Sonic Blue. And then all of a sudden, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I remember that. Niggas like Sonic Blue controller. Oh my god! It's confirmed.
Actually, they didn't even say it was Sonic. They said it was like electric blue or something like that. And they test out the fucking color palette.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, they were wild, man. They were fucking wild. What about you, Jemiah? You have anything to say about this?
I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Let's be honest.
I'm just tired of seeing it online. That's very irritating to me. You know, I'm sick of it. I'm over it.
Hey, more power to them boys. Hey, yo, Jemiah, we about to play fucking God of War, nigga. I mean, not God of War, Godfall.
I'm like, what?
Godfall. They really like an extra if you trying to come through, then we finish.
I'm about to go play D&D, so
okay. Cool.
I'm not about to be on here too long.
Yo, sure. Fucking, we already know what they do at D&D, yo.
Yeah. Oh, we talk about fucking Xbox. We talk about Xbox and pony.
What did you say pause for? I didn't even say nothing. I just
this same nigga want to be with this same Returnal bro nigga trying to talk shit about me.
We supposed to be Returnal bros, yo. He was like, hell no. That nigga said you reported, yo.
Facts.
All right, so we're pretty much done here. We don't, you know, if the topic, you know, if it's extended, then whatever. But I think we had a really good discussion for these three topics. I honestly do.
It was good when you weren't cut me off.
I'm glad that we have this shit recorded for when they start putting games out on the PC. Just know that me, Jemiah, and Magnificent Black didn't give a fuck the whole time. There's gonna be a lot of frauds out here. Talking about I don't care. Then when it happens, they be weeping. Weeping.
Oh,
I can't wait for The Last of Us to go on PC. I just cannot wait.
that shit's gonna be funny as fuck. Niggas gonna lose their fucking minds,
And
nigga.
everybody know I don't like that shit. Yo, I can't fucking wait. I'm
Yo,
be in the background.
You imagine what they gonna do for the mods for when Abby smacking Joel up, bro? That shit gonna be crazy, bro.
Oh
It's gonna
my
be like
god.
San Andreas all over again, though. With that meme when he in front of the crib, they're gonna be doing that with Joel and that.
Yeah, they'll turn every enemy into Joel. You know what I mean?
She's gonna be crazy, dog.
Joe killing Joel.
Yeah, they do all kind of. I can't. Yo, I tell you, I really talked though. When Lost Legacy come to PC, the mod's gonna be crazy.
Yo, Jemiah, before you go, right? So something happened yesterday, right? I don't know if you remember this. It's been a while ago, but there was a Last of Us developer that I was beefing with.
Were you?
She got mad because I said that the Bella chick was. I was like, she looked ugly.
Oh yeah.
She looked weird. She looked weird, yo. I'm tired of everybody being politically correct. Everybody got like a family member or a friend that have an ugly ass child, yo.
Yeah,
and
but
they
you don't
like,
say that shit though.
You be like, oh, she adorable. No, bitch. No, she look fucked up.
She look weird, but fucking Josh, you can't say that shit out loud, nigga. Like, come on, bro. She's a child, bro.
They was like, you're trying to David Dale. They trying to put me as you know a PED, right? They was like, you trying to say that you fancy looking at her. I said, all right. See, this is what we're not going to do. I said, you can call things ugly when you think they're ugly. It don't matter what creed or whatever it is. There's ugly dogs, ugly cats, ugly cars, ugly houses. I can say that without it being having that type of thing. I said, she a weird looking girl. She is. And she was like, you and your fucking two subscribers. You don't even got viewers. I was like, I took off my sunglasses and looked. I said, wait, is this a Naughty Dog employee? It was a Naughty Dog employee. I said, wow. The reason why the reason why I'm telling you this, right, is that she no longer works for Naughty Dog.
Okay.
She put out there, yo. She was like, well, thank you guys so much. It's been a wild 3 years. I was like, thank fucking God. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Should be like, I'm glad you're gone, bitch. Like,
you remember me, bitch? You try to come on my channel, yo.
The Last of Us 2, you dumb bitch.
Now she better watch out, boy. She get you canceled now. She ain't got to worry about her job no more.
That's why I ain't say nothing to her. That's why I say shit, yo. I was quiet as kept, yo. I said,
She's like, I got time now, nigga.
Yeah, I can't believe I said that shit, yo. This bitch went to my fucking page and scrolled until she found something, yo. She was waiting for some Last of Us bullshit. Yeah, I didn't have it on my fucking Twitter. So she found that fucking that Bella chick is ugly. She was like, how dare you? I was like, wow.
Yeah, how dare you, Josh? This is a child.
They try to teach me like Nicki Minaj right now, yo.
She's a child.
Shit, I was called ugly when I was younger too. I didn't say nothing. I didn't speak up for my black ass. You ugly nigga, yo. I ain't nobody say shit to me.
And nigga like, what was Twitter in 92, huh? Who was Twitter then, huh? You nigga Josh angry, bro.
Yeah, I ain't no SJWs, yo. Well, I thought it was supposed to
be nigga.
I said, you move the fuck on, yo. Somebody call you ugly, you fucking brush that shit off and move the fuck on, yo. You don't gotta think about it like that. Not everybody gonna be a hit. That's all I'm saying. That bitch look like an alien, yo. She look fucking terrestrial, extraterrestrial shit. I was like, the fuck? You don't look like no Ellie. We're Ellie from Mars, yo. I don't know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do this politically correct shit. I can't. Mm-hmm. But either way, tune in next week. I'll try to find some subjects for you guys, something interesting, something hopefully it'll be as lit as it was this week. But thank you guys so much. Tron was in there, David was in there. You got Pug, otherwise known as Gaming Night. Umar, he always up there. He's always there. Crosshairs, he ain't there no more. Lionel, Marco was up in this bitch. King Push, Kitty, Sailor Moon. I know that was your wife, yo. Creeping. Trying to see what you were doing.
Yeah, see, I was on my best behavior today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you was like, yo, you ain't dragging me the fuck down. Nope.
I ain't said nothing malignant today. That's what's up, though, man. Good talk, y'all niggas,
shit,
man.
Quanvo,